I don't think the goon. I don't think the goon one would be appropriate. Even though we're talking about
but that's for me though. They don't understand that's for me though.
It is literally for you. Like, I think I have like an interview style gesture. Also, what style of music you guys want me to play in the background? Because I normally end up pausing it anyway when we talk about something serious. But like, what are we feeling? What kind of lo-fi? What are the vibes?
Like hip hop jazz.
Hip hop jazz, I'd be a fan of.
Or like lo-fi jazz.
Let me see if I can find
something like calm.
I think I can pull my back out too.
Oh my god, I will spare your back. Don't worry.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to get that before it started.
Bad boy, Tachi. Okay, let me see. Tachi, I'm gonna play it now. You tell me if you can hear it and if it's too loud and if you like it. Also, let me know if our guest joins any of the random VCs. Oh, I think he's there. I think that's him. Move to secret room. I'm too lazy to move us all to the fucking GyatGang Podcast thingy. So, hi, we're in the secret room. It's probably best we do it in here anyway because you know who likes to jump in and just start fucking yapping like I don't run a podcast. Yeah. That shit pisses me off. Like, no hate to him, but brother, you can't be doing that, brother. Anyways, hi. You want to introduce yourself because I don't know what you want to go by as, like, you know, just to address you as.
Yeah, you can just call me Dino.
Dino, okay. Well, nice to meet you. We watched your video today, and let me just say, bro, chef's kiss, because you went, like, straight to the fucking point. You didn't sugarcoat shit, and I love that. Yeah. I hate a video that's just unnecessarily too long, brother. I say that.
Yeah, I posted another video. On
the 12-minute one, I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched them both. Because I watched the first one, and I was like, well, let me watch it in order, all of it, so I can see the context. And yeah, I'm glad that someone else shares the same fucking opinion. I got banned over sharing that opinion, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, because the only reason I found you is because I was looking through her Twitter or whatever, or X, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I saw that, like, she replied to you.
Yeah, she quote tweeted me and sent her peoples after me, and it was over after that.
Yeah, that's what, because I saw that, like, your, like, headline or some shit said, like, something about your podcast, like, oh, we talked about it on the podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
But then I didn't see the link anymore, so I was like, oh, what the hell, like, what happened there? You know what I mean?
Yep, she got me banned.
That's when I texted you, and I was like, hey, what happened?
Bro, I guess I got so, like, pissed about the whole thing. I didn't check any of my socials for that whole week. The only thing I did, because I was, like, pissed about it, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna just stream on YouTube. Yo, that was the best thing to ever happen to me, because all my views went up on YouTube because of that shit. Because I started just grinding, like, making content for that. So I was like, well, shit. Let's do that instead, I guess. But welcome on in. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you actually, like, you know, came through. It's short notice as fuck, so my apologies for that. But I was just like, man, I was hyped that somebody else shared the opinion. I was like, yo, you see, I'm not crazy, y'all.
Yeah, I apologize if I'm a little low energy too. Last night I got bamboozled by a bottle of sleeping pills. So.
Oh shit.
I'm like all fucking. I thought I was taking ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Turns out they were not ibuprofen.
Oh no! Oh no! Terrible. Hey, you're good.
Yeah,
Listen,
quite the fucking oopsie daisy.
Word, yeah.
I haven't been there one time.
Nah, honestly, so like my group of friends were a mix of various different types of peoples. You know what I mean? So you don't gotta worry about nothing. We're very.
I got you.
That's why it came as a shock to everybody. I mean, it's so crazy, right? Because I don't think I'm that important until I'm like not streaming or not posting. I get bombarded with DMs like, yo, and they get like, where you at? Like, where you been at? What's going on? Did you die?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, no, I'm. That's what happened. I thought everybody knew, you know, and then people put two and two together real quick.
It's really funny because I was the first person to find out she got banned on Twitch.
Bro, you messaged me at like 12:30 in the morning.
I was like, chilling. I work late at night because I run a billiards. And, like, I usually have a tab open, and I, like, accidentally clicked on her tab, and I got, like, this big-ass message saying, oh, this person that you're watching is banned, temporarily. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And I messaged her, and I was like, bro, like, you're banned. Do you know that?
I was like, I thought he was trolling me because this nigga trolls me. Okay, he wakes me up to troll shit every morning. So this is my best friend for years already. So I was like, Raze, like, shut the fuck up. I can see my dashboard. Like, no, I'm not, because it didn't say anything yet. So he's like, no, I'm being real. Like, look at it. And I'm like, all right, I'll look at it when I get up. Sure enough, he was right.
What did they say? Like, why they banned you, or?
So it took a while for me to get to the bottom of it, but the irony about everything was that ironically, they clipped me out of context talking about her Sims coming for me on Twitter, like threatening to, they were threatening to like get me banned, and they know, like, I guess from my content, just the things I post, that I'm a mom. So they were like threatening to call CPS, they were threatening to dox me, and they clipped me out of context talking about that shit. And fucking used that to get me banned, saying that I was threatening her. Because I said, I ended it with like, oh, if that's the route you want to play, like Uno reverse. I'm not going to repeat it again because that's what fucking got me banned. But yeah, she used that to get me in trouble, which was like totally fucking ass. I was just like, what the fuck?
No, that's crazy because fucking. I mean, honestly, I think it wasn't that big until, what's his name? Is it I don't know which one it is. It's Spook and Jukes or Spook and
I
Jukes
heard,
or
yes, yeah, he
like,
made a video.
Whichever one. Once he made a video, I feel like it definitely blew up way further. Yeah, Spook and Jukes. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was shocked that it blew. I think maybe that is what made it blow up, because I'm like, damn, dude. I didn't even know anybody was paying attention. That's why I was shocked that you messaged me, because I was just like, fuck.
Well, from what I've seen, I don't think it's the first time that he made a video like defending her.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Well, do you know the context of the first one? Because I was trying to look for it, but it's something.
I forget.
You know what I mean?
It was a while back. I just forgot because I kind of stopped watching him after kind of I seen kind of Cannibals. I kind of stopped watching him after a while.
Right.
But I forgot the context. It was something stupid, but it was like, all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny when how she put in that tweet, and she was like, oh, I don't usually like calling people out, but she does it like every other fucking week, I swear.
Brother, that was the whole premise of our post.
Yeah. I started laughing. I'm like the people who start their sentence out with "I don't usually" culprits.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't usually, why are you bringing it up?
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know the context of all the other shit in your video. Like, you pointed out some things that were left out of our podcast because we didn't know about it. We fucking discovered her based off of a rage bait tweet that she left up. That's why I was like, yo, your engagement baiting is that shit. Woo!
Yeah.
Sent her through she got pissed about that. Oh my gosh.
Well, she fucking, I mean, realistically, she keeps saying like she's over it and she wants it to blow by, but then she makes like 10 fucking posts on the same thing, and it's like, okay, well,
yeah,
you must not be that over it.
Mind you, the same thing she did to the dude, because I know that guy doesn't seem like a good guy, and I wasn't defending that. I think she thought that, but I was just like, brother, my issue with the whole thing was that you not only insinuate that I care about a piece of shit like that person that is known to be a creep or whatever, but you were friends with them. So it just seemed, to me, I even said it in the video, I was like, this just seems like a bad friend group, like a friend group that, like, okay, you had a falling out, like, what, like bad drama, like college drama, some type of shit. Why are you bringing it to the internet? The internet don't know the context, because I see that way too often. People will bring shit to the internet, and they be like, oh my god, this person's terrible, and it's like, girl, they don't know them like you know them, so that's not, you're already setting it up for an unfair viewpoint, and the only time that's necessary is if the motherfucker's a creep and into kids or some weird shit like that. That's like the only time that you need to, do that whole thing.
Well, I don't know, because, like, yeah, no, I thought the guy was, like, kind of weird.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, just in the little things that he would say. But, like, I don't know. I couldn't find, I mean, unless there's things that I couldn't see, but I couldn't see any stuff that implied he was, like, a creep or anything. Like,
she was just saying those things.
Yeah, she just said, like, oh, he made a sexual joke one time and posted it, and it was literally a joke that wasn't even directed towards her at all, and she fucking laughed her ass off about it. So it's like, it's hard to believe that made her, like, uncomfortable to any extent. You know what I mean?
No, I love that you included the clip where he made those jokes, because I didn't see that until later on, and she got mad that we didn't cover it. And even my friend Rose was like, dude, that's because that wasn't the premise of our conversation. The conversation came from the clip that went viral,
Like,
which
yeah.
was 3 minutes. That realistically was a minute because 2 minutes of it was muted. Why the fuck are you including that? What context does that give the audience at all? Nothing.
No.
Here's the video in chat if y'all want to go check it out. But yeah, I think it was super unnecessary, and I was just hyped. I wanted to show you by bringing you on the show today that I feel really bad for missing the message, but like I'm just glad you put a video out and that another person is talking about it from a different lens. She also got pissed at me because I'm not in that community. I don't play DBD. So that's why it was even funnier, because I'm like, this is not a targeted attack as you think it is, mama.
Yeah.
Like, I stream too and play random games, and I get small viewership. I used to get good viewership when I was a one-trick pony like she is. And I was trying to explain that to her in the DMs. I'm actually going to pull up, Raise, if you don't mind, our DMs, because I DM'd him when he DM'd me like, oh, you're banned, by the way. I'm going to show you the DMs that she was sending me, which is fucking crazy because I went through earlier on stream and debunked all of it, basically. But she goes on and she's like, not you trying to make it a race thing because she thought I was calling her white. I was like, girl, who called you white? Like, when? What are you talking about?
Nobody brought up race. Like, you're
No.
the one that brought it up.
I had brought it up in the sense of like, hey, like going to her profile, like, look, you can't even make this a race thing because you can't even tell what she is. That's what I was saying. And she flipped it like, you're calling me white, I'm Asian. And then Race is like, I'm Asian, and I'm here to say you're not Asian. And that shit made me laugh. I'm like, oh, because we're silly. We're not, as you can see by meeting you fucking just met us. Like, we're not serious. And we cover big people. Like, I think a few streams ago we were covering the Sykkuno situation. We were covering Son Piker. We were talking about iNabber. We were talking about not iNabber, fucking iDubbbz. Like, all kinds of people that are way bigger than her, and you don't see them setting a cease and desist or coming for us online. Like, I think, I love that you pointed out in your video towards the end of the second video you made, of the 12-minute one, about you brought up the Twitch tracking analytics, and that was beautiful. I never thought to do that, but it was so good. It gave context, because it's like, oh, you didn't start getting good viewership until recently, so you feeling yourself. And you're picking on small creators when they call you out, because one of her simps was like all over my Twitter, reposting my stuff and like just saying really nasty things. One of them was like, "Oh, she's just jealous of you," and I didn't even see some of these tweets because I was like not paying her no mind. But then my buddy was like, raised. He was like, "Girl, look what they're saying," and like he was showing me. We're just laughing about it because I'm like, he's gotta be kids or simps. Like, there's no way. And she was trying to come off very holier than thou. Tell me when my homie that's not even on Twitch anymore. Mind you, he helped me get my start. He like helped me buy my setup and shit. Never asked me for anything in return, nothing. I met this guy completely like online, but we became like really good friends. Mind you, he fucking heard about it through my Snapchat because I was ranting about it on my Snap when I got banned. This man texts me, he goes, yo, I just lurked in her stream for literally 1 hour and she just shook her titties in front of the stream. Like, she is a titty streamer. And I was like, no fucking way. So then he like could not find the fucking clip, but he screen recorded and showed it to me. And I'm like, you see what I mean? Like, these guys are just simps in a yes man cave. Like, and that's not okay to like send an angry mob to people and name drop and all that. You definitely don't see like us doing that, and I mean, we're nobody, but it's like even big creators that do that, I look down on them because I'm like, why? It's unnecessary.
Well, honestly, my thing on it, and like even in my video, I just left her name in it, obviously, and because anytime that I'm gonna like, I guess like cover stuff like that,
right?
It's gonna be purely like how they went about it. Like if they blocked out the name, I'll block out their name. You know what I mean? Agreed. Yeah. But if
she didn't
wanted
do
to
that
put it
though.
on blast, I would. Yeah. And what got me is when he changed his name, and then she made a whole another post.
I saw that. We covered it. We went to it, and we were like,
name.
look,
she's. Like, what?
That's what I was saying. Like, she's actively doing it. And then when it came to me, when we had beef, she started to do it with me, but my community don't fucking play that. I'm like mother to them. Like, they don't do that, because the thing is, like, we're super chill. We don't treat people like shit, and we never put people in a position to like, we're gonna come for you. But I don't know. Her community was giving Barb's energy. Like, it was just crazy. And I don't know. I've been streaming for almost 6 years. I'm coming up on my 6th year in like a couple of days. I'm gonna do like a celebration. Never been banned. And let me tell you, I come from Paladins community. Just to give you background about who I am, I come from the Paladins ranked community back in like 2020 to, or no, like 2020 to 2022. Like, I was a fucking bitch. I've said some really fucked up shit. So the fact that this got me banned, like, I was livid. I was like, what the hell? Like, you mean to tell me that I just had a normal podcast scheduled episode like normal, and a person didn't like the take, and then made it, took it to Twitter and made it personal so quick? Because, like, when you said, oh, my opinion, like, she just needs to get off the internet, I'm like, oh my god, that's what we said. My buddy was like, yo, she is soft. Like, she doesn't need to be on the internet. And I learned the hard way, too. I think that's why I came at it from the angle I did, because I was even trying to show her from my experience. I was like, girl, have you been hate rated by 1,000 bots calling you the N-word? No. Have you been doxxed before? Because I have been. And that was the thing. Like, I was trying to show her, like, unless you've been through these things, you doing what you're doing, because it was, like, mild. It's not as intense. Like, she's not doxing him per se. But, like you said, actively putting his name changes and stuff, you are actively sending hate, which is literally in some states against the law now because they're creating litigation around that. She's got to be careful. Like, I was literally coming from a mom's perspective because I'm a mom. Like, I'm like, look, man, you're going about this the wrong way, girlie. You blew this up. You got your fifis hurt, and you're, like, taking it out on the internet. You don't get to bring something personal or private to the internet and get pissy when the internet has an opinion. Point blank, period. And that's what we said, and she got pissed off about it. And I mean, we haven't talked about it since. I only brought it up again today because I was like, you guys... The DM threw me off, and I was cracking up. I was like, ain't no way. I watched her video. I was, like, cracking up. Like, yo. I knew I wasn't crazy. She tried to gaslight me into thinking, like, I'm the bully here. And was, like, telling people, not only in the DBD community, but, like, sending people to my chat to try to reason with me. Like, some bitch named Honey Bun something. I don't remember what the hell her name was. But she had come into my chat. That person I'm not going to shit on. Because they seem to be a normal person and have a brain. And, like, was having a very nuanced conversation with me. And we agreed to disagree by the end of it, but they weren't toxic, they weren't nasty. They were super just, like, straightforward. And we had a really nice conversation. Now, it's ironic because I got banned that same night. So I'm like, I don't know if she went back and, like, told her something different. I don't know. I have no proof. I have no way. That's just, what I think. But, yeah, that's how that went down. That's literally how I found you, is the DM. I was like, how'd this guy even see him, like, me being involved in that shit?
Because I was just curious, because it's also, like, honestly, like, you were saying you were in the DBD community. It's kind of, like, a big thing. Like, DBD is probably, like, the softest community that you'll ever fucking...
I've heard it's the most dramatic. Like, I've always heard there's always drama.
Like I said, Naya said the same fucking shit because she's a part of the community. She's like, they're the most... like crybaby community you'll ever meet. Like like everything will set them off.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
that was kind of.
I play DBD here and there, so I deal with them, but not to that degree. I just can't deal with those people. I can't.
Yeah, well, I that's what I said in my video. It's like if you go look at like COD or like fucking Rainbow or like pretty much any multiplayer game.
That's a common thing to say.
Yeah, they're like, oh, keep yourself safe or whatever, and then they just move on. Like,
yeah, yep.
99% of the time, or they're just like, whatever. Okay,
that's
cool.
what I was getting at when I was talking about Paladins. I was like, yo, we have said some unhinged shit. I literally, so like for funsies on my stream, we have the quote system. Literally, I've had so many unhinged quotes of when I was drunk and like talk shit, and we make fun of it. Like, literally, I don't play Valorant anymore because I had this 12-year-old told me like, "Bitch, get the fuck back in the kitchen," bro. That shit sent me off. I was like, brother, I will literally fuck your dad and become your stepmom and make you take out the trash next Thanksgiving. Don't do it. And literally, my friend's like, girl, you can't say that. What if it's a kid? I'm like, what? I don't care. Like. But mind you, like, that's just talking shit in a game. I don't mean that, obviously. Like, that's fucking crazy. That's weird. It's banter. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't think she understands the gaming culture. Like, have you not been gaming for a while? Like, hello?
Well, honestly, it confused me, too. Because Spook and Jukes, he's very, like, if you look at any of his, like, toxic TTV shits, he's very, like, oh, hide their name. Like, I don't want to send hate to them.
Yeah.
But then, like, I don't know how he didn't see that. I mean, that was probably like half of her goal. Like like half her goal was for him to get hate, and then also for her to get more like views.
Yeah, that's why I said it
Because-
was engagement baiting.
Yeah, because I mean, and like I said, making a whole like that video that she made of like just her VTuber in the purple background or something,
Yeah.
where she's I was like, dude, that's crazy, because like you're not that much of a victim, bro. I promise you.
And
Like,
yeah, and like I said, if she wasn't that type of person, she could have privately messaged him instead of
Yeah.
bringing it to the internet.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I even said it in the podcast. I was like, if that were the case, dude, like you could have just privately messaged him instead of recording all this shit, getting all this evidence, and then throwing it on Twitter. Like
Right.
you made it into a big deal when it wasn't that big of a deal. Like you said you were friends, and you couldn't
Friends
just talk it
definitely
out.
don't do that shit. Okay, like we're friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying,
don't
like-
see us doing that to each other.
well, I think it's kind of like both ways too, because like I mean, if you guys are friends, and like even if one of my friends that I haven't been friends with for like a long time,
Mm-hmm.
if they just like randomly one day, I guess, unadded me or something and like just fucking dipped, I'd be like, oh, that's weird, and like I would just move on with life. And
Yeah,
like,
you're not
you
gonna
know,
fucking make a
just be
whole
like, oh, okay,
NBC
whatever.
broadcast about it.
Yeah.
I've had that situation happen to me so many times, and I'd be like, "Oh, somebody unfriended me. Cool, okay.
Bye.
So I guess, bye. Yeah, I was like, I guess we weren't really talking anyways. Okay, I understand. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
People
don't know why,
outgrow
like,
friendships.
okay.
That's a part of growing up. I think a lot of people kind of forget that. It's literally a part of growing up. There's so many people that I knew in high school and college that I don't fuck with anymore. And it's not because they did anything wrong either. It's just straight up, we just don't vibe anymore. And that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with you outgrowing friendships, you guys. Like, and I maybe she was hurt by it because, again, what I'm about to say is completely an allegation, but I'm speaking from my experience as a female streamer. There's some motherfuckers that tip you real fucking good. You don't want to let go of that shit. Who's to
Yeah.
say he wasn't one of them? We don't know that. Again, there's a plethora of reasons, but it's like, I think personally, if I was the guy, if I would have seen what you do to me online over that, yeah, I would block you too. Imagine, like, if you're gonna do that, imagine if I fucking farted on VC while you're on live, you're gonna fucking sue me. Like, Jesus Christ. She reminds me of my cousin Adi, bro, when we were kids. She would get her fucking panties in a wad over every little thing. Like, we used to make a joke, me, her, and my cousin AJ. She would do this high-pitched nasally whine, right? No matter what he would do or say, it pissed her off. She'd be like, stop, AJ. Like, it was the most annoying. Oh, yeah, stop. Like, that was
no.
what that situation was giving. I swear to God, it was giving, like, like whiny. And that's kind of why I was just like, when it blew up to what it was, I told my child, yo, all right, so y'all want to go to YouTube? Like, I was just kind of moved on, but when I learned from other people that reached out to me post that was like, hey, this is not a first time thing, I'm like, oh, okay, like, you're, and I think that makes more sense and gives a little more weight to when she was like, I am not engagement baiting. She put that shit in caps when she DM'd me. I am not. Your Honor, I did not have engagement relations with the Twitters. Oh, shit. It was
I
just
was about to
funny.
make that joke too.
No, we gotta behave, Tachi. We gotta behave. All I'm saying is people have said worse thing in video games, and I definitely don't think it was that deep. And then on top of that, adding the allegations of him, essaying or harassing women and all that other shit. I'm like, girl, you're pulling that out of your ass. Where's the proof? You don't get to do that
Yeah.
and then not provide proof, because what that does, it takes away credit from people who actually deal with that kind of stuff, whether you're friends or not.
Yeah.
I've had to, in my community in the 6 years I have been streaming, exile people that shit comes out about them, but proof is given. Receipts are given, videos are shown, screenshots are shown, and we shun that person from even like being around us. That's different. That's when you are maliciously doing something to someone and it's being recorded and you are not a consenting party. It's different if you're sitting there
Yeah.
It's like, what? Girl, come on, be fucking for real. Like I said.
I
What's
mean,
that?
I think in like every situation, she like just tries to paint herself as a victim.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's also like fucking, just like weird posts of like, she's like, oh, just like fucking randomly on like a Tuesday or some shit.
The thing about her father and the abuse, that was so random that even when I told Ray's about it, he was like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? And I'm like, yeah, like, not to be toxic, like, of course trauma can play a part in your everyday things, but
I'm
I
not
don't
trying
know.
to say that like I don't give a fuck about what happened, or but I was
It was
like,
just
what does that
random.
have- like yeah, no, I was just
Yeah.
like, what does that have to do with anything that we were talking about? Like that literally just came out of left field from out of nowhere. Like I don't even know where that came.
Because she posted that after she listened to our podcast. That shit, I think we were the first ones to call her out on her bullshit, like, live, before anybody started. And then she fucking went on a rant about that because people started, clocking her. Even though also people were defending her too, but people were clocking her as well. I seen it. So she didn't like the attention.
I doubt she watched the entire.
She didn't, because I meant to bring that up earlier. So we debunked her the day I got unbanned. Like, my first day I got unbanned. I titled my stream, what was it, Razy said, can't keep a baddie down. And I was like, shout out to It's Brutal Bunny.
Yeah.
And it wasn't to send ahead, it was just to make fun of it, like, to be funny, because we're goofy ass motherfucking people over here. So I'm talking about it, I'm going through the DMs that Ray sent me, and I'm like, well, we didn't do this, we didn't call you white ever. We went back in the clip and proved that. And then we also proved the fact that she was trying to say that I was threatening to dox her when I proved no, people were doing that to me. And then also the thing about her bringing up the dad and stuff, we said in the podcast, now you're engagement baiting and sympathy baiting another Michaela Nogueira. She didn't like that comparison. She fucking lost her mind over that. Girl, like, I'm sorry, but Michaela Nogueira literally, like, put her ex-husband that was, on drugs and clean from drugs and then back on drugs. Like, she put all that to the world for millions to see. Like, she's a way bigger creator. So imagine the hate she gets. But hey, she still keeps doing it. So it's like, when you actively choose to keep doing it, what the hell do you expect everybody to think? You know what I mean? That's all. But to each his own.
I think she is just like I said, she does just need to get off the internet. And that's the shitty part, is like, the DBD community specifically, there's so many people like that where they do just need to fucking get off the internet and just fucking, like, touch grass, literally.
Yeah, reset, brother.
It's actually crazy.
They're gonna play DBD, play with bots, don't play with real people.
Like, as someone who... Oh, go ahead.
What, Itachi?
Okay, yeah, someone who's in the DBD community for years before I started playing it, their top community just... Your head's gonna be hurting by the end of the day.
Yeah.
They have made up rules, and it's just like, you can do one thing, and then all of a sudden, you got hate for like 3 weeks straight. And it's like, what?
It's giving like playing Uno with your cousins, and they keep changing the rules.
The homemade rules.
The homemade rules. House rules. House rules. Shut the fuck up. Fucking house rules. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like, because I kind of have my own like opinions on like the rule books and stuff that they say in the game. Like, I made that like video about it.
Right.
Because I mean, I think there is like a lame way to play the game. Like, when you like play COD and someone's fucking sitting in the corner with a shotgun, and you're like, oh, that guy's lame as fuck.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and you're like, yeah, he killed me, but what the fuck? Like, cool. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like, he's still ass at the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like in DBD, like tunneling can. I mean, I guess you might not know what I'm saying when I'm.
So the irony is I do understand. I just don't play. I watch a lot of people play. I have a lot of friends, but I just personally don't like the game. That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think like tunneling camping is super lame.
Yeah.
And, like, no fun for anybody. But you kind of do just have to like own it if you do it.
Yeah.
Because like when I play killer, I'm a survivor main. But when I play killer, I tunnel and I camp too. But like at 1 in 4 matches, what is that?
When I play killer, I'm slugging.
See, and that's fine. But like when people come into my chat, which I will, like 1 in 5 games, I'll have someone come in and be like, "Oh, you're ass. Like you're terrible." Blah blah.
Yeah.
And I just tell them like, "Yeah, no, I know. Like I just wanted to win the game, bro. Like tough shit."
That would make me laugh because at least you're being honest.
I mean, yeah, I mean, basically.
Honestly, yeah.
instead of making it just like a wine fest, because then it's like fucking they're bitching about like, you know, camping or tunneling or something, and then I'm sitting there bitching about, you know, them doing generators too fast or shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
now we're just nitpicking at every fucking thing.
yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, honestly, dude, especially the big part about DBD too is like 75% of them are just casual players, and then the 25% of them are like competitive.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you kind of like, and they just mesh, and those two aren't meant to mesh.
No, 100%. So DBD and Paladins has a lot in common, actually, because during the time that I was learning Pallies, a bunch of my friends would also, that was their secondary main game. It was either that or fucking Phasmo when that was like popular. But basically, they would try to get me to play with them, and that's kind of why I started learning about the game, because I'd watch them stream it in Discord, and I'd see that argument a lot about how people were like, well, you know, like one person would be like, oh, you're toxic. No, I'm just a casual player versus I'm going to be competitive. Like, those same players that were competitive and sneaky as shit in Paladins, they were also just as good in those other like, that's just naturally them as a player, and you can't confuse that. And because I used to do that, and that's why I was trying to level with this chick. Because I'm like, yo, I used to be just as sensitive as you, brother. Like, I literally used to be just like her. And then I learned the hard way, especially when you start streaming. Yo, people are going to check you for being a pussy and, like, making a big deal about everything. Like, you will get checked, but it's up to you how you're going to deal with that. Like, I learned how to adapt and, like, you know, learn to take that critique when it's needed. You know, you can tell the difference between toxic versus critique. Because I learned that was literally how I became a better player in most of the games I play, you know?
Well, I think it's like I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I'm a kind of big believer in like bullying to a certain extent is good for you.
Yes.
And like, you know, like kind of shapes your character and like, you know, fucking just makes you a little bit stronger as a person. But you could tell like
I believe in that. That is a take that is, I know why you said what you said, is because, if you don't mind me asking, like, how old are you?
I'm 22.
So yeah, so you kind of, you're right there on the cusp. A lot of these new age youngins can't handle that. And even the ones that are in their 20s, like, if you didn't grow up in a household that was old school, or like had a friend that had a family that was, like saying, you know, a lot of different sayings, you know where I'm going with that, but like certain words that we can't say no more because, you know, people get their pussy hurt, but like you get it. Like if you weren't around that, you're not gonna understand it, especially if you didn't play games where they talk like that. And that's what I'm trying to get at is like a lot of people confuse how you say things like she did for so serious. And I do agree, yeah, a little bit of bullying is not so bad. That's literally how I got over this bullshit. The shit in Paladins, or going way back to fucking like you said, COD Zombies, multiplayer. Those old lobbies, like, shit was rough out here back then. OSRS even. Yeah.
Queue up as a 12-year-old and get called the hard R3.
Yeah, yup.
Destroy game. Like,
yup. That part.
Fucking...
Yup.
Consider it positive bullying.
Positive bullying, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just like people are kind of too afraid now to point out when someone is like a loser. Like,
yeah.
Because it's like in her situation, like she's being a loser, and like, it's
that's
like,
the best. You know, that's the nicest way to put it, actually.
Yeah. No, genuinely, because like, I mean, nothing really happened, and you were kind of fucking, you know, threw a whole sympathy party for yourself, and like, and there's, I think the bad part is that she does have people on her side, especially with the like spookin' jukes. I think Spook and Jukes.
Yeah.
Because I get those two fucking confused so much, Spook and Jukes and Spook and Loops. Because like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, when Spook and Jukes made a video, because then everybody from Spook and Jukes is like, oh, poor her, you know, poor girl. But it's like, I mean, I feel like too, especially with the internet. The internet's a dangerous fucking place, dude.
It
like,
is.
It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like, come on now.
No, it makes me second guess wanting to get big sometimes, because I'm a small creator still. And it's funny because her peoples are like, you're just jealous. And I'm like, oh my God, she plays one game. I'm a variety streamer, and across the board, across all my socials, I have decent following for where I'm at. And that's counting 2 resets on social media because I got hacked, like on my Instagram. And then another time on my TikTok. So it's like, brother, I have nothing to be jealous about because I'm so proud of what I built. It's weird. Like, my streaming career is still just starting. It's not. Some people, one person will say, "Oh, she brags about streaming for this long, but she's cooked." It's like, you're not. The measure of success is different in everybody's eyes, right? Obviously, no, I'm not fucking Kaisen that. No. But I'm also not a fucking beginner streamer. Like, I've definitely been doing this for a while. I know what I'm doing. I know how to put out the content. I think for me, it's balancing, like, real life. Like, I am a mom. I do work. I have a life outside of content creation, whereas some people get to do it full time. There was a time where I was full time. I always tell people, hey, I give full credit where it's due. 2020 to 2022, I was full on just Twitch full time because I was making good money on Twitch back then. But things were really different for all of us back then. So, you know, it was very easy to make money on there. I think it says a lot about a person when you live in a yes man cave. You know, you don't know how to think outside the box or see things through a different lens.
Well, and there's no like sense of like just keeping shit to yourself anymore. Honestly,
Oh my
like,
god, yes.
like that, because it's like, I mean, shit. I'm sure in all of your guys' lives, like something, you know, traumatizing or fucking terrible has happened to you guys. But you guys don't post on Twitter and go, "Hey guys, you know, my dog got shot in the head when I was 3 years old."
Oh,
so now
fuck.
I'm really sad."
I should not laugh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Holy shit. That was so like left field. My bad. I was not laughing at that. Oh my god.
Well, because that's what I mean. I mean, that's what they do. They just like bring up like, "Oh, I'm finally ready to talk about it." Don't just keep like
talk
about
to
it
your
with
therapist. Yeah.
Don't fucking talk about it with the internet. With like, in the nicest way possible. I don't give a shit, really. Like, we're not friends. I don't know you. I don't need to know your fucking trauma in your life. Like, keep it to yourself, please.
Right. No, and I think it just, again, it's all about like time and place, dude. Like, some communities are all about that. Like, me personally, in our community, we are very like safe space in a way that like we won't judge you if you have a bad day and you want to unload. But a lot of my people, even newer viewers of mine, "Hey Allie, like I'm having a bad day, can I talk about it?" They ask permission, like, you know. So, and I'm always like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. But there's time and place. Maybe like, oh, we're actually doing this right now, but DM me, you know, whatever. Again, or you redirect it, like you said, talk to your therapist, or, you know, anyone in your family, got any close friends you can call. Like, for me, I call Ray's. He knows. He gets a call from me. Somebody died or some shit. Like I call him all the time off stream to talk about those things, you know. My stream knows I'm very open with them about things, but yes, there's even things with them I don't talk about. And this is coming from me. I'm super transparent. They know a lot of shit about me, but they still don't know everything. So it's like, well, her, with this whole thing, because I hate to bring it just back to her, but that's like what I think about it, is like, this was literally a friend group argument that could have stayed in the DMs. It didn't. And even though, yes, you were streaming, if you muted, you should have went on BRB. Like, that's all. Like, put the BRB screen up and mute.
Well, see, and that's what confuses me, is it seems like at first she had good intentions, because muting and then talking to him was the right play.
100%.
You don't want to blast it on your stream. But that's why I think she would do it, is because she doesn't want to make a big deal out of it, and then she goes on Twitter and makes a big deal out of it.
Using that clip.
Like, so it's like, why? Like,
yeah.
That's what I did. Like you started out like okay, and then you like took a whole ass fucking turn and went to fucking social media.
Yeah. We watched it unfold in real time. When we were arguing with her, it was happening in real time. She got mad that I called her out on the engagement baiting before anyone else, because I caught it before anyone else. I was one of the first ones to look at when the thing was posted and count the hours of like how long it's been up, doing the math of how much the viewership, not just counting like interactions, but comments, reposts, likes, saves, all that shit. Watching the videos get created after the fact. I'm like, bitch, you can't sit here and fucking tell me you're not engagement bidding. Fuck you. Like, I'm not blind. My eyes are not for decoration. I can see. I got contacts. Okay, we a little damaged, but bitch, I can see. I can read. Like,
yeah.
So that's kind of why I'm just like, look, the internet's a beautiful and scary place at the same time. I always like to tell people this is my little corner of the internet, and anyone's welcome to be here. But like, if something like that were to happen, the way I would have handled it is literally BRB screen, mute, and deal with that person. My stream could tell you right now, since you don't know me, you don't know how we do things here. Like, anytime shit's popped off, unless it was like impromptu and like happened in chat and I had to handle it right then and there, and even still minimal. Like, I always try to keep things minimal. It's when people want to level, like, they want to level up. They want to get buck. They want to get rude. They want to start taking it, and it's like, oh, hold on. Wait the fuck a minute.
No.
Like, you know, just because I can't see you and we're not face to face, let's not do that. You know, let's keep it respectful, you know, whatever. But there was only one time we had to, like, I guess if you want to call it berate, it was a person who had started drama with me on Twitter and then brought it to my stream. That's even more toxic because it was a non-stream thing. I wasn't even addressing it or talking about it. And then she, I guess that's why I reacted so much, like, to this Brutal Bunny girl, because I had a controversy like this a while ago. I'll tell you about it. So basically, I don't do it anymore. I don't do art anymore as much as I used to on stream, just because, like, I hate people who think that I'm an AI artist. Like, I literally barely know how to draw digitally. I only use my mouse. Mind you, I have a $200 fucking drawing pad. I don't even use it. Like, I fucking use my mouse. And they accused me of that, and I got really fucking pissed about it. So we handled that in stream, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that's why when this popped up with this girl, it was bringing me back PTSD to when I dealt with that with the other girl, with those accusations. Because I'm like, bro, I'm sick of people lying on me, like, saying I'm this and I'm that. It's like, I know that that's going to happen anyway, like trolls or whatever. I can handle trolls all day long because I'm a troll myself. That's different. That's a different beast. But a sympathy fucking rage baiter who does shit like what she's doing and has done and continues to do, I think I just see it way too often. And, like, I lashed out. You know, I was pissed. I was just like, bro, stop.
Oh, and she's purely just like a liar too. Because I mean,
yeah,
I saw in her response to you, she said that. Damn, sorry, my voice is fucking losing me.
you're good.
What's it called? She said, when she posted it, like the first initial one, she was live, and she was live to 50 viewers at the time. And like 50 viewers were in there, and she
It was like 30
for the fucks of it.
or some shit.
Well, I mean, you could go on Twitch Tracker. You could go back and look at the day.
Yeah.
She had a max viewers, like, you know, just fucking the peak viewers of 21.
Oh wow.
And I will say too, I don't know about this part, but when you look at like averages and stuff on Twitch Tracker,
Yeah.
it usually highballs it. Like
It does,
over a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, she had a max of 21. So saying she had 50 people is like, that's the most delusional fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, like maybe you got a fucking raid and they left, boo boo, but like that's it. Cause
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Even then, they didn't even stay long enough to count as a viewer apparently.
no, because you could look me up right now on Twitch Tracker, and you could quite literally see back in Paladins, I was getting the same treatment as her, if not better. Like, I was getting great viewership back then.
Yeah.
I have dwindled, and it's not because of anything I've said or done. It's literally because I myself am a picky gamer. Like, I just haven't found my home yet for a game that I truly love and will grind. Yes, I play Strike Nova and Fragment, but they're both dead games. They are fucking dead as shit. Like, no one plays. People play, but it's like, it's just not, you know, it's not popular. And like, when a new game does come out, like, I don't know, I won't lie, like, I like a lot of simulator games now, so I'm finding like a little bit of a jump in viewership in those kinds of games. People like how I bring my chaotic energy that I had back then when I played ranked or casuals and pallies, and like just the fun, loud music, being loud, making funny jokes, being whatever. Like, I bring that to every game I play. So, like, that's where I'm creating community. And I think that's what sets me apart from her. It's not about who's better. It's about creator-wise. I may not have as much views or interactions or anything like you. But you also have to literally bait your viewers to get that. You have to literally bait the attention. You got to do the whole titty thing. Not to say I don't. Listen, up front, I'm a sex worker. Like, everybody fucking knows that. But I'm not sitting here and being like, advertising that every 2 seconds. I do, you know, silently I'll do like a command for it, but I don't ever like do the whole like e-girl shit, you know. We'll make jokes about it, but I don't play into it. And that's what sets me apart from people like that, you know.
Yeah, I will say too, I mean, honestly, because, you know, we're both like shroopers and stuff, and
Yeah.
I think what happened was, in like, if you look at her like tracker, in like February, she was like kind of riding high at like 24 average viewers.
Yeah, I saw.
And then like it is like a slow decline, and I mean, I feel like you know how that feels. Like, if you're streaming to like 10 people, and even if you see the number drop down to like 6, you'd be like, damn,
Yeah.
like, you know, that fucking sucks. So I feel like over time she just kind of was like, oh, nobody's, you know, nobody's coming in here anymore. Like, what can I fucking, what kind of shit could I post on, you know, TikTok or whatever to fucking really blow up? And then this just fucking like happened for her.
All of my fucking followers in the Discord were all my friends were confused. Like everybody was like, "Allie, what did you do?" Like everybody thought I did the worst thing because of the things I've said and just how I get in gaming in general. They thought that I did something like terrible, and when I told them and showed them what happened, everybody was like, "What in the actual fuck?" Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it also helps that her longest streams that she's been like fucking, you know, streaming was the day that she posted it, and then the next day right after.
I know.
Like,
I
those
noticed
days were,
that.
like 7-hour streams
Before
where her
she
other
fucking
streams
blocked
were, like,
me.
4 hours. Like,
I don't know. She might have me and Ray's block. Well, okay. Answer me this, right? Ray's is not like he's been streaming the last couple days, but like that's just because he's coming back to it. He doesn't stream around the regular, right? He was telling me he can't see her stream anymore on Twitch, like, and mind you, she doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
So like, there's no way she could have blocked him. Now, I can't see it because of other reasons. You know, I have blocked her. I'm pretty sure she blocked me, so whatever. But there's no way to know, for her to know who he is. So explain me, like, how is that possible? Like, what happened to her Twitch?
I don't know.
Honestly, honestly, if anything, she could have just like looked in chat and just probably just like went through and just blocked everybody that was in the chat for that podcast.
True.
Blocked all of them.
True.
That could have been a possibility.
Because Ray's is not on socials like that, so he was confused.
Yeah, I was like, because I was curious. I was like, why can't I ever see this bitch? But that's like, now that I thought about it, I was like, maybe she just went into that thing and just, you know, just blocked anybody who was in there. Like, even if they were associated with podcast or not, they just blocked any name that was in there.
Yeah.
So that's what
I can pull up her stream.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think she did, Race.
I never tried.
I mean, there's not much to fucking watch anyway. From honestly.
The irony about it too, Dino, I want you to go to my Twitch channel and look at my VTuber model, so I can tell you the insults I got, quote unquote insults, mind you.
Oh, your what? Which channel?
My Twitch channel, like I'm live right now. I want you to look to see my VTuber model, right? She was.
What's your Twitch?
It's just Alliebug. It's spelled the same.
ALLIEBUG.
I think my mic is not working. I was gonna say I was able to look her up too, so that's probably the case. Justin, no.
Justin also getting fucking blocked.
Damn.
And he's not even a streamer.
No. He said he's able to look her up. He said he is able.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said.
Oh, okay.
Not Justin. He's innocent.
She just knows you're my
look,
duo.
Justin, she knows you're a ginger.
She knows you're a ginger.
Let me stop before I get bent again. But listen, so I wanted you to look at my channel so you can see my VTuber model, right? Because she sent her people to me. One of them commented, they were like, oh yes, thank you. The Victor twerk, we love that. I'm never getting rid of that. I love that so much. But so she saw this, right, and her peoples were like, oh my god, her VTuber model looks like a Bratz doll. Babes, that's not an insult. Like people,
like that's not.
People love Bratz.
More of a problem. I was actually happy when I clicked on your stream because in one of the videos I made about just the DBD community in general.
Yeah.
I was kind of talking about VTubers and how I think you're a very odd person. Because like do you remember what her VTuber model looked like?
Yeah, no. So they were coming for me because they don't like them. Mine's more 3D looking. They hate that. That drives them nuts.
See, but my problem with VTubers is most VTubers, like yours I'm cool with because like yours is just a fucking avatar that like represents you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking shit like that. But my problem is when they make a VTuber that one looks nothing like them, two is literally just a fucking, like, if you look in their face, they're the faces of like a 12-year-old, and then the titties are
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
triple D
Oh,
fucking.
God, someone finally said it.
Yeah.
I think
So
the same
so
way.
I agree with literally everything you said except the one. So like I think the beauty about VTubing and PNG tubing is to make it like however you want. But I get what you're saying because it has been a huge issue of topic of debate because I'm Puerto Rican and black. So person of color, right? Like
No.
it's been a huge debate about white girls cosplaying as black girls with VTuber models. That's where I have an issue with it, with what you just said about it not being them at all or looking like them. I think you can play around with how they look, that's fine, whatever. Like cosplay, same shit, right? Whatever. But like when you straight up just change the skin color or like you say age play, that's fucking gross. Like it's weird. Just be yourself. Like what is with people not wanting to be themselves anymore? Like it's not
Well,
unheard of to be yourself. Like, bruh.
that's what I'm saying. Is like, like I said, the biggest problem I have is just when you put massive fucking honkers on a 12-year-old's face, like,
Yeah,
because then you're reaching into, like, what community do you think you're gonna attract from that? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
do agree
it's
with that,
Yeah,
genuine.
like
yeah.
what community are you looking to attract with
Yeah.
Yeah.
that can be.
Well,
Well, yeah.
that's the point I brought up. Most VTubers, like, they just want the little fucking, like, people that are gonna fucking send you $100 just to hear you say thanks to them. You know what I mean? Like fucking, like, literal losers that, like, never
Yeah.
spoke to a woman in their life. Like, that's
No, it's
literally
bad. Like
it.
it's so bad.
So I kind of don't like. I don't understand how what's it called? How they get, like, views. I think it's just all. I think it is just, like, the weird guys that go in there.
Yeah. Oh, it is. I mean, because when I got those hate messages, it was coming from most
No, yeah,
guys.
it's usually gooners that go in there to fucking, get their points saying, "Oh yeah, look, I did this for you and that for you," so that
Hmm.
they get those
Yeah.
little fucking kudos from their little streamer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. So you brought that up just now, the comment about, oh, like I don't want to see fucking honkers on like a 12-year-old's face. My son brought up a good point that like I wanted to bring up just because we were talking about this. Tell me why you know the My Singing Monsters game, right? Always loved that.
Yeah.
That was like a game I played since I was little, and I love to see him playing it. They came out with a baby version, right? Tell me why they left breeding still in the game. It's like, couldn't you call it the cloning machine or something else? Why? Like, I have a problem with that. Even my son was like, "Mommy, but why did they call it that?" I'm like, "Oof, I can't explain this to him. Like, that's weird. That's cringe. Like, I think they're low key like with all the Epstein stuff coming out and all that. Like, they're trying to low key like what's the word I'm looking for? Like groom you to think it's okay to like that. What you were saying, like just like normalize it, not groom, that was the wrong word, sorry, normalize that, and I hate that because I mentioned it earlier in stream way before you came in. I think it was my other stream before I started up this one, was that there's a bunch of guys on TikTok that are raging about apparently like laws in other states, I believe New York and Virginia, being changed about like the marital laws, right? About because they had the oldest marital laws about you can marry a child basically like at 13 or some shit like that, and they were mad that they changed that. I'm like, check their fucking hard drives. I don't trust it. Check their fucking hard drives. Like that creeps me out that people are okay with it. And you bring up such a good point because I completely unrelated. My ADHD brain going. I saw a Twitter post mentioning something along those lines of what you said, but in a different way towards anime. Because it was they were talking about a specific anime that had just got a new season released, and there's a specific character, and I really can't remember the name of the anime, but it caused like a shit ton of drama on Twitter. And you know how something goes viral, kind of like her post, like it just shows up in your feed? That's literally like how I found her. Well, that happened with this post, and it was talking about that. This guy was like, it's not that I have a problem with anime, is I have a problem with like how they portray certain girls and certain ones. And, like, I kind of have to agree. Like, I love anime too, as much as the next person, but like I don't like how they sexualize like the younger looking girls. Because even in the game I like to play Straight Nova, there's certain characters that are underage, and certain skins that they have that is not like okay at all. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
just there's just a lot of, like, weird stuff that happens. Like, I don't know. I think even, like, trying to just, like, sexualize a fucking online character is already weird in itself. And, like, regardless of how like young the person is or whatever. I mean, you know, like, because it's like, I don't know. I guess like some people are like into that type of thing,
Yeah.
but I just find it kind of odd, and I kind of miss like don't get me wrong, the whole Pokemon and like anime and shit.
Yeah.
You know, that I like that it's like normalized now to just, you know, you just want to fucking open a Pokemon pack or some
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but like you gotta think, bro. What was it like? 7 years ago,
You were a nerd.
Like, you were a fucking nerd. Yeah, you were a loser.
You're an outcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thinking
Yeah.
about
Now
anime.
it's like, okay,
Good
cool.
point.
Now everybody's
Like,
a nerd. Now
yeah.
everybody fucking thinks anime.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, before they weren't afraid. Like, but like even then, back then, like, think of someone like ripping Pokemon packs. You would call them a fucking loser, and they'd be like, yeah, no, I'm kind of a fucking loser, yeah. And then,
But I'm a happy
now,
loser.
yeah, exactly. And they'd be, oh, I'm just happy doing what I'm doing.
Well, I may be a loser, but now I'm a rich loser because look at all these cards I collected. That
Facts.
ended up
Some of my
fucking
friends
Charizard.
are fucking banking off that shit right now. Like, for real. It's crazy. And that's the other
Card
part.
Gambling is pretty fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were really the cool kids all along. Exactly, Justin. Bro, I remember being a kid. Mind you, I'm 30. I remember the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! When that shit came out, I used to watch that shit on TV, sneak my cards to school and shit. One of my friends had the little arm thing and shit. He would fucking sit there at lunch.
Oh yeah. I used to sneak-
Blade. Oh my god, that I remember I used to have. I had like a very rare collection. I think now it's probably over worth like 5K.
Damn, that's crazy. But you gotta sit on that shit and get you a house with that shit.
That's this is a little investment.
But yeah, I definitely the internet fucking stratosphere has changed so much within the last like 5 years alone. I won't even say 10 years because that's like it doesn't even matter. Like the last 5 years alone has just been the most craziest changes of pop culture drama, gaming company drama, which we'll get into because Ray's put me on to some more Nintendo lawsuit drama. I know how much you guys love when I cover that. We follow like every saga of the fucking lawsuits. Justin said I
Yeah.
was the kid that would sneak my Game Boy to school so my friend and I could trade Pokemon. Fucking nerd, I love it.
Fucking I think I talk about it with my friends a lot. I think one of the big problems that the internet has is it gave every dumbass a voice.
Oh my god.
And it gave
yeah.
everyone like a platform to say their opinions on when 99% of opinions are complete dog shit. Whereas like before the internet, you would just kind of keep that to yourself. Like
Yeah.
maybe tell your friends, and that's about it.
I agree, bro. TikTok, every dingleberry. We covered what was it? That fucking lady that guys, do you remember the lady we covered on TikTok? The really nasty one that I I think she also got mad at me for that brutal bunny. I compared it to her. Probably because this chick was like way more bigger than she is. But the point I was making was she was sympathy baiting, right? This chick on TikTok, she is, I believe, disabled and like in a wheelchair or whatever, or some kind of like motor chair, and she makes soaps. But she was in controversy because she had her cats all up in like where she makes the soaps. Like that's a health fucking hazard. Hell, you're selling soap and people are finding cat hair and like your hair and God knows what else in their soap. Like that's it's weird. It's weird to think about.
That's weird as shit.
Yeah, and then like her little videos in between her making the soap, she would like clap back at the quote unquote haters. I love when like people who are obviously controversial or rage baiting be like, my haters. It's like, no, baby girl, you're not even big enough to have haters. You just suck.
Yeah, basically.
Because listen, I say haters because I've gotten like hate docs, hate rated, all that shit. I actually have a dedicated group of people from back in the days, you know, when I played Paladins. Like they still do it. I think a group of them are still active, like in a Discord that, you know, will organize hate. That's different. That's like legitimate haters. But like when she's like, my haters, it's like, why does every creator do that? You'll do some fucked up shit and be like, my haters. No, you mean the people with eyes and ears that can see and hear all the fucked up shit you're doing. Like, what?
Yeah, I was also saying in my videos, I was like, oh, like, if you're in the center of a lot of problems, then you're probably the problem.
Yeah.
Like,
You're probably the biggest hater.
Yeah.
Especially if all of
'Cause-
those problems are similar. It's like the same thing.
Yeah. Well, and even like going back to like him saying die in the chat or whatever, I highly fucking
Bruh.
doubt that was the first time that he did that. Like,
Thank
with her.
you. I made that point too. I was like, she DM'd me when I made my thing, and she was like, "Well, just so you know," this was funny. She was like, she said it with her whole chest. She's like, "Just so you know, we were friends." Girl, that makes you look worse. I wanted to do a follow-up episode only on her just because she said that, because I was like, wait, you just added unnecessary context that literally makes you look worse. Because that means that you were okay with this. You knew this for a while and you were okay with it for a long, long time before you decided you was fed up. You was fed up when he chose to not be your friend no more. That he beat you to it, basically. And you were worried about what he might put out about you, which he probably wasn't, you know. But something tells me there was some Discord messages and calls exchanged that she don't want to get out. That's just, again, an allegation. But I'm a female, okay? I'm a female with Sims, okay? I'm just like her. I know how this works. She was trying to get ahead of the game, and she fucked up, and she didn't, and he did, and I'm having an XQC moment right now. I swear to God, like, bro, listen, bro, lay off the Red Bull. It's Ramadan. Fucking Wesha, bro. He's so stupid. But listen, the point I'm saying is, I don't know. Again, those are allegations. Don't quote me. Don't get me banned. That's my new quote of 2026. Don't get me banned. But seriously, like, I think that she genuinely just did all that, really, like you said, to boost the views and to get that sympathy vote from a lot of people, which is easier to do when you, let's say, look innocent. Do you know what I mean? It's not to say anything about her and her look. She is beautiful, in my opinion. But all that beauty gets clouded by your shitty ass behavior and how you're fake as fuck. Sorry that that's mean, but that's like the truth. I'm up front.
I will say too. To fucking, I guess kind of just letting you guys know. She did actually whisper me. I just checked right now. She whispered me to talk about the video.
Oh.
So I mean, I might low-key might be another saga for all we fucking
Part
know,
2.
honestly, I don't know.
Not
I
the
don't know.
saga.
No, 'cause, like, well,
saga.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm like, you know, because she just said she just wants her, I guess, side aired the same way. But, what's it called? And like, I'm down to do that. Because like, honestly, I kind of like taking things from like almost like a journalistic standpoint. You
No,
know,
you
of,
literally
like,
are taking the CoffeeZilla approach, and that's the best way to do it. Getting
kinda,
both
yeah,
sides.
because, I mean, you know, I'm open to it.
You
for
might,
sure.
you never know what you may find, for one, and for two, it does give you more perspective. So.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, I mean, it could even be like an opportunity. Like, let's say she comes in saying kind of like bullshit, I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's an opportunity for me to express to her maybe a better way of doing things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, hey,
Like,
this is how you could have did this
like
to
an
avoid it.
improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be her redemption arc. I always said, because the friend that came to talk to me, quote unquote, she was like, well, I'm just trying to patch things up in hopes that you'll do the same with her. I was like, girl, I've seen how she treated that boy. I don't want to be her fucking friend. She's too soft. If she can't handle dies, she would not last 5 minutes in the VC with me and my homies. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because me and my homie, like, okay, so Ray's is Asian, right? And we'll randomly talk with, like, an Asian accent.
I will break out
Broke
in Asian and just for shits and giggles, because that's just how I am. Because I literally listen to
We do it
all
to
my
each
life,
other.
so I just do it to each other for shits and giggles.
And we always joke, like,
Like,
oh my
yeah.
god, someone's gonna walk in and, like, get offended and I'm gonna get canceled. Like, and literally, when we found out she was Asian, I turned to him the next day, we did it, and I was like, Race, I don't think we could do that anymore.
I was like, yeah, you I can, but you can't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Latina.
I just have a lot of things that like I do want to question, because it's also like it is a completely different mindset. You know what I mean? Because like obviously like us, we're very like, and like you and your friends, I'm assuming, are very like-minded. You know what I mean?
Pretty
like,
much.
Like we might disagree here and there on certain things, but for the
Oh,
most
we do.
part,
All the
on
time.
the same page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of
So
us
it's like-
have, like, a huge, like, if we, okay, the only time we've gotten into it like that was literally because I was drunk, raging about something. I think it was, like, controller players. Raze didn't like what I said, We got into a screaming match, and we're literally playing the next day with each other. Like, it wasn't anything. And we got into a screaming match, mind you. But he told me straight up, yo, you're being a bitch. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And we
I
fixed
was like,
it.
no, okay. So the whole thing was, I was like, girl, you need to remember that I am a controller player.
I
Like,
was
you
bashing
literally
controller players. Like, I was going in.
like,
I really
going
was.
in, and I was like,
Yeah.
girl, like, you need to chill out. Like, I just told her, I was like, dude, you need to chill out. You need to remember, half of your community also are controller players.
Yeah,
Like, we're
he
not
was
all
my
doing
PR
everything.
saver. If I ever get famous, Ray's will be my fucking manager. Because that nigga was like, yo, half your followers are controller players. Stop talking shit.
Like, I get where you come from. Like, yeah, because I'm a controller player, and I hate controller players too. But like, girl, like, I get it, but you need to fucking.
No, he had me
Shut the
sit
fuck
down real quick. But sometimes you need real ass friends to tell you like that. And that's what I think that she's never had a real friend in her life. I think that's what it boils down to. She's holding on to what she thought was like a real friendship. And I don't think that he had the balls to tell her, yo, you're being a fucking bitch. Or maybe he did. And that's why he banned her. I don't know. We don't know. The world may
I
never know.
did see he did make like a response type of thing about.
Oh, I didn't even see that because she pissed me off so much I didn't want to talk about her no more. I was afraid she'd like
Yeah.
get my YouTube banned or something.
he posted and he said that like he didn't really like I guess want to be your friend anymore or some shit, and like he was like distancing himself and like stuff like that. I don't know how true that is though. Just because I mean I feel like that is like kind of easy to say.
Yeah.
Just to be like, oh, she's pissed off because I don't want to be your friend anymore, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure they
like
got
whatever.
into it and words were definitely said. That's usually what happens.
Yeah, I just don't really, I don't understand the thought process, because if you're not doing it for clout, like, and that's the thing. I made 2 videos on it, and I'll tell you right now, I made the second video for probably like 40% of the reason is because the first video got good views.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like I'm not afraid to admit that. Like I don't give a fuck. Like, why would I?
Make that paper?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would I not post
Yeah.
something that I know is gonna do well? You know what I mean?
Aw,
Yeah.
Taragi's like, I'm a wimp. I may or may not speak up depending on the subject or if I feel like it isn't worth saying anything. I think there's been plenty of times where all of you have made me aware where I've been too hard on a subject or something or someone. And I always express that in my streams. I'm like, yo, I don't want a yes man cave. If I am being real with you, I god damn it, I would expect that same shit back. Like
No.
I don't want no fake friends. Literally, like no, you know. And even like as a streamer, I don't want fake viewers either. Not just bots, but people too. I don't want no AI. Like I want you to tell me how you feel and let's have a conversation because a lot of people can't do that nowadays. You can't have a nuanced conversation and that's the problem, you know? It always
No.
goes to like name calling, using slurs, taking it personal, like why can't we just sit
fucking yelling.
down? Yeah, or
Yelling over someone,
listen, I'm
you
Puerto
know?
Rican. I'm here to tell you, yes, yelling too. Like shit, I'll be quick to start yelling. But the thing is, though, I don't do any of that until I feel like we're not getting anywhere. Especially,
No.
or if I'm like disrespected. Like let's say you cross a line that's like a very obvious line, like my child
No.
or my skin color or something. Then of course I'm gonna say something. But I think for me, I love to listen to everybody's perspective and like let's sit out, let's hash it out. Cause that's the
No.
Brooklyn way. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. That's the way motherfuckers have been handling out there on the streets for years. Is you not only just fighting, but like, yo, let's talk it out. Let's figure it out so we can stop having this stupid. Cause drama to me is fucking pointless. Don't get me wrong. I do commentary. I love talking about it. Hate being in it though. Like when it's about me, I try to end it as soon as possible, and that's what we were trying to do with the podcast, you know. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably more, I guess, like, toxic in the way of, like, I kind of enjoy drama.
you're that toxic
I
friend
think
that's
it's
like,
fun.
what's the tea? Oh my god, so you know she said this.
Basically, honestly. Like, because I mean, I
can't-
just think, like a lot of the stuff that I've done wrong, I'm very open about. Like, I'll
too.
sit here and I'll tell you that, like, as a fucking 13-year-old playing COD, I might have said a couple no words that I shouldn't say. You know what I mean? Like,
Brother,
that's
no
like,
disrespect, but you look like you have.
that's fine. See, that's what I mean. It's like,
I said it too
But
much
it-
for playing
at-
card.
I'm gaming. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit that
We
stuff.
all
Like,
have.
it's whatever. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
But
no,
that's what I'm saying. You're being honest.
I'm like there are times when I played Valorant and I've said KMS to a few
Mm,
people. I've
mm.
said it.
oh, I've
On
probably said that like last week.
That's what I'm saying. Her saying, making a big deal about die, like, brother. Me, okay, so you haven't met her yet, but I told you about my friend Elk, right? She works a lot. She, when we were covering this on the podcast, we literally said, I think Ray said it. He was like, yo, she wouldn't die if she met Elk. Elk makes slower slide jokes all the fucking time. Like, because she had a past with that. Like, her and I both. So we joke about that shit, but it's not like joke about it in a way that's like, that's funny. It's like, no, that's us laughing at our own trauma, bro. It's not even like oh, we think that's funny. I wouldn't laugh if I found out that my best friend did. You know what I'm saying? So she was one to like quick to turn stuff around and make it a personal thing where it wasn't. She's basically everything that's wrong with the internet. Like the way that the internet gets soft and will turn something and be like, oh my god, you believe in this? It's like, no, girl, what?
Yeah. No, I mean, it is like, there's kind of no room for like growth now.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why I was saying, like, I'm totally open to having like her and like talk about it and shit. And
Hell
same
yeah,
with him.
I'll
Like,
watch
I mean,
it.
I can't necessarily
listen.
hit
If you
him
can
up.
slow, you can't hit him up.
I don't know how. I know it's Twitch, but that's it. Like, I don't even know how to fucking send a whisper. That's how she texted me. She texted me through a whisper.
She did that to me too. The messages I was showing you was whispers on Twitch. She did that, like, not while we were live, but the next day. She did that while I was sleeping, which leads me to believe she reported me. She didn't like what we had to say. She reported me while I was asleep, I think.
I'm like, if you don't have her blocked, or like if she hasn't blocked you, you can just, I think, click on her profile somewhere, and I think there should be a way to like whisper her, like with like the three little dots.
Well, I'm talking about the other guy, the guy that
The guy,
like,
Other guy.
yeah. Because
I would be down to interview him.
He
Yeah.
He didn't link like any of his fucking socials.
I don't think he's
anything,
trying to be bothered.
Yeah, no,
Poor
that's what I
guy.
was saying. He might have unlinked them because he was.
I
getting
feel
kinda
bad
hate
for him in that sense, because, like, okay, given the context I know, and everybody knows too, that's another reason I was mad that she said I was siding with someone who, if that's true, the things he did, like, I'm so against, like, SA and harassment in general, because everybody in my community knows my past with that. I've dealt with it. That's a personal thing for me. So I was so triggered when she was saying all those things. I'm like, girlfriend, you don't even know who you're, like, accusing right now. Crazy.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I would take that seriously too, because I mean I was raised by all girls. I have two sisters and then my mom.
Wow, yeah. So you understand, bro.
Yeah, so
they
like, I
beat
would
that
get
shit into your head.
Yeah.
They don't let you forget.
Yeah, so then that's why it's like, especially, and it's like growing up a guy too. You see all the videos of like the fake accusations ruining people's lives and stuff like that. Like,
dude.
you see kind of both sides of the coin. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Of like, you see like a girl that got essayed but no one believes her, and then you see the guy that didn't essay anyone but everyone believes her. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Literally. Then that's
it's just
happening
like a
way
fucking-
too frequent.
Well, yeah, because it's easy to throw it around. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, there's like, a lot of times you don't need proof. Like, they don't require proof. They'll just be like, oh, that happened? Oh, okay, bet. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and just run with it.
And it sucks
It's like
too.
the easiest thing ever.
I'll
to
say
just stick
this,
on you.
because of that, what you just said, it's literally the reason why the dating pool has become so small. I see that that's a conversation, which I think we should cover that. We covered it, like, kind of, sort of, earlier this year, but I'd love to do a deep dive on that topic, because my boyfriend and I, when we first met, he was so reluctant to let me in, let me tell you, like, but he told me why, and, like, I also shared my things with him, and it's like, it's sad when I see from a guy's perspective, like, damn, like, I didn't think about it because I'm so, like, pro women all the time, but, like, wow, like, men do have it hard too, as much as I hate to admit it. Y'all do.
Well, it's just kind of like society at this point. It's just hard.
I do think the gender wars have gotten out of hand. That's my last.
What was
mindset.
it?
I think the gender wars has really gotten out of hand. It's like
Yeah.
everybody just, like, women hating men and vice versa, man hating women. It's just like, why
Life
can't
is
we
rough
just
for
love each
everyone.
other?
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
I don't really subscribe to that either. I mean, I think I've definitely made a couple jokes about women and about men, but it's all
I thought we
jokes.
all
I
have
think
made
I'm about to say, I'm
jokes.
pretty sure we all have. And that's,
Yeah.
again, another shameless admission that I feel like we need to normalize, like, stop the holier than thou on the internet. Because, like, if
Yeah.
everybody's shit, private shit were to get leaked, bro, we'd all be pointing fingers. Like, stop playing. So I don't. I hate the whole "I'm better than you, I'm holier than thou." Cut it out because we've all got skeletons, you know.
I mean, genuinely, that's fucking Spook and Juke's like whole brand is that he is like fucking. I guess the best person ever because
It's literally probably why I don't follow them. I can't watch people like that. They make my skin crawl. It's like Mr. Beast, but in disguise.
It's genuinely like I liked him when I was younger. Like I remember watching some of the videos that he posted and like being like, oh shit, like that's funny that toxic TTV was a real asshole, blah blah. But then it's like now that I'm older, one, it's less entertaining because you just bro like I feel like it's so like demonized to be angry at a video game now. Like it's the fucking weirdest thing ever. Like I've called my friend some fucking unspeakable things because he's beaten me in a game of Madden, like, and it was just normal, you know what I mean? But it's like
Oh
now,
my god, yeah.
now it's like fucking, you know.
My group chat can never be shared to the public.
That's what I'm saying.
Itachi, were you around for when I 1v1 Chill Boy? Do you remember when he got mad?
Yeah, yeah, I was there. I laughed.
Or how about the random in Fragpunk that kept making women jokes and then he fucking unfriended me and blocked me because I beat him in the duel that he invited me to. It's like, nigga, you invited me. What is the fuck?
It's so many times that like I 1v1, even on Paladin, I 1v1 people. They beat me, I beating them. I've never been like,
Bro, yeah. And I'm always scared
I
of
think the one-
1v1s because I have anxiety. Like, I have test anxiety, which I think low-key that translates to games for me. Like, when I'm, let's say, like, if I have to clutch something, bro, my heart starts, brrr, like, I just get so stressed. That's why I don't do
that was
ranked
me when I
anymore.
1v1 bad.
Like, I
I
can't.
got called the N-word earlier today.
Oh my
now
god,
that I think
Ray's
about it.
literally got called the N-word earlier today. When I first started streaming Fragpunk earlier, we got a
Just
PC
playing
together.
it.
He's like, girl, I got called the N-word. I was like, you're not even black. What? You're
Hey,
Asian.
you don't have to be black anymore to get called the N-word, okay?
Yeah, I see
People just
that.
pop that
They just
old-
be,
People
bro.
just
They
pop that old.
Yeah, no cap. No
no
cool
for
down.
real.
No
They just
cooldown.
spam.
My poor child. He's 10 years old, right? And the last week of school, like right before I let him stay home for the last couple of days, I'm the cool mom. I was like, bruh, you ain't got no testing. I texted all his teachers. I'm like, is he lying? Does he got anything important? He ain't coming to school for the last couple of days. It's fine. But like
Yeah.
one of the kids, I guess like the last day he was there, it was a little Spanish boy. He didn't speak good English, and one of the black boys called him the N word, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, my son was like, mommy, he wasn't even black. This boy's Mexican, and I was like, Kaden, oh my lord, like, how old is this kid? And he's like, he's my age. And I'm like, you don't call that to nobody. You understand? Because my boy is mixed. Remember, I'm mixed.
Oh.
He is literally, so his father was German and Irish. My kid is literally a fourth German, a fourth Irish, a fourth Puerto Rican, and a fourth black, but he looks white as fuck. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Don't even look like he's mine. Dead ass. He's a pretty boy. So, like, I'm like, bro, take it from me. Don't ever let that word slip your mouth. You get your ass fucking beat. Yo, your little quarter black don't count for
Don't
shit.
No, yeah, don't even little bug. They are people are quick to react. To stuff
Bro,
like that,
I'm half black and I don't even get claimed by the black community. Like nowadays, we were talking about that like a couple weeks ago. That like back then, like I'm from the 90s, right? So I remember when it was like, oh, if you got a drop of black, you can come to the cookout. Now it's like, oh, you hell no. You half? Nah. You 75%? You 99.9%? Nah. Like it's crazy as fuck now. Like it's insane.
See, I find that so crazy because like I grew up around like black people and stuff. And,
Yeah. And so you have
and,
the
like, to
mannerisms
me-
naturally.
Yeah, to me, saying the N word was literally just like another word. Like it
Yeah.
was like bro, you know what I mean? Like you would just say it.
It's the same with
And-
people from the north.
Yeah, it was like growing up. I realized, like, I think it was from YouTube being like, "Oh, this guy called me the N word. Oh, he's a bad person." I was like, "Wait, we're not like supposed to say that." Like, like fuck, like. And I mean, it took a while to shake that from any vocabulary for sure.
But you see how you said that it took a while. I think no one talks about unlearning that, and that's
Yeah.
I never. So like me as not being white at all, well, it's like a small percentage, but I don't count it. The point is, I can't understand what that's like. But a lot of my white friends have talked to me about that and said, "Yo, it's especially when BLM was a thing." I remember getting random apologies from all my white friends, and I was like, "What the fuck are you apologizing for?"
I hated
And
that.
they were,
I'm glad.
and they
Don't
were
text
like,
me that, bro.
I was like, "What are you sympathetic for? I've never seen you to be. Oh, I just want to make sure." I was like, "Nigga."
Hey, I
Like,
posted.
I'm thinking you guilty or something. Like,
Yeah,
nothing.
I felt
Hey.
bad for them though.
Hey, I posted that black screen just for you. I hope you know.
Oh my god,
No cap.
that shit
No,
pissed me
that
off.
pissed me off. Oh,
Listen,
like,
I'm glad that for the
I
most
never
part
did
we're
that.
past that era. No, because they did that for like what was it, women? I got into it with somebody big on Twitter a while back over this. So like I called out people who did that over the women abuse thing or the Me Too shit. I was like, "Yo, you doing something digitally is not helping shit. What are you talking about?" I was like, "That's not gonna stop Tina from getting her shit rocked tonight. Like, what are you talking about?"
No.
You putting that black screen ain't gonna stop that whatever happened to the next black person getting shot. That ain't gonna stop it. You that black screen you saying we support ain't doing shit. Stop doing that. Just say show your support in different ways. Like I hated that black screen era. Oh my god, I was. If y'all would have met me during that time, my unfilteredness was wild. I probably would have hated me during that time.
So, dude, I kind of just always saw it as like fucking. I mean, like, it's gonna sound like I'm trying to not be racist because it's coming from a white guy, but at the same time, like, I'm just like I don't really care about if you're fucking black, white, Asian. I've dated a black girl. I've dated a fucking Latina. I've dated white girls. Haven't dated any Asians yet, but there's any Asian baddies in the chat.
Hey, hit him up, bro. Hit him up. I got a shit
no
pin.
Cause like I don't really care.
Not the demon type.
Yeah. Cause like I never really fucking like cared like about that. I mean, now I understand that it's like, oh, I mean, the only difference I know between me and black people now is that they're allowed to say the N-word and I have to do it secretly.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just fucking dumb. But
it's fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Basically, all of it's bullshit.
Yeah. Essentially.
No, realistically, like, I mean, given everything we've spoken about, like, it's not to minimize anything, but it's to maximize, like, put a lens on when we need to, like, separate what's real from what's not versus what matters and what doesn't, which I know is very hard for some people, but common sense isn't so common. We need to find it.
I think it's pretty easy to determine anything that happens on the internet doesn't really matter.
Pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
And the only time I think it actually matters is if you are, like, getting fucking, like, death threats and shit sent to you and, like, shit like that, then it's like, okay.
Hi.
Now it's breached the fucking, the internet wall. Now it's, like, realistic.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I had such a problem with it, is because, like, I know damn well, maybe not, like, it's not like she wanted him to get death threats, but I know damn well she sent them with, like, a thought of, like, oh, this guy's gonna get hate for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, then it trickled down to anybody.
It is with a malicious intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is literally a bannable offense, but I the one who commented on it got banned. Insane.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just so fucking, like I said, posting his name twice is what really got me. Because it's not even like the first time you were like, oh, like, maybe accidentally, and you were just like, oh, like, I just said his name because that's who I was talking about. But then fucking posting a whole nother one being like, guys, he changed his name, like, fucking, like,
Bro,
as if he's literally like a fucking threat, like a,
yeah,
like fucking, like he's gonna bust through your door and fucking slap you down or something if
she's literally trying to paint him like as a predator to women. Is what she ended up trying to turn it into, which was fucked up, I think.
That's how I felt. That's why I fucking really wanted to talk about it, because I was like, because I watched that Spook and Jukes video, and obviously he was on her side like the whole way.
Yeah.
But while I was watching it, I was like, I don't understand why you'd be on her side. Like,
yeah, where's the proof?
Just from a logical standpoint of, like, this, like, she's just saying, oh, this guy's weird, he blocked me, but then. In my video, I pointed out she literally fucking reposted something like 2 weeks ago that said, like, by the way, streamers can fucking block anyone because it's their
Yep,
community.
that was a good
And then,
point.
yeah, and then like 2 weeks later, she makes the post. I think it might have even been to you. That was like, oh, like the reason why it hurt so bad is because he blocked me. And it's like, brother,
I was like, you got me banned, bitch. Like, what? That hurts too. You took money out of my pocket. Like, what the fuck?
What really gets me is that, like, why are you fucking going back on Twitter, letting people know he changed his name? He changed his name for a reason so that the whole drama would drop, and you fucking just kept adding fuel to
Outed
the
it.
fire, bitch.
Yeah.
Kept throwing fuel on the fire, bitch. Like, stop, just stop.
yeah, that's
Just,
why I really don't like Spook and Jukes in that situation either. Because
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude, as a YouTuber, you could sit there and you can be like, oh, don't go hate on this person, guys.
Yeah.
But they're gonna fucking do it, and like he's aware, that they're gonna do it. I feel like he needs to like kind of see like, oh, my community is so big that I can't control them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
he needs to just fucking realize, because I think that's why it really blew up. Like, I think if it was just her, there might have been fucking 10 gooners that went into your chat or something and like called you fucking lame or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when it gets really blown up and everyone goes into full protection mode over the latest VTuber in trouble,
Yeah.
it's like, it's fucking just gets ridiculous.
It definitely did, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to my other topics. I don't know if you want to stick around for those, but I do appreciate you coming on to chat with us about it and to just hear me out for my side. I definitely look forward to another video though, if you end up doing it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't expect her to text me, honestly, but I mean, well, I guess we'll see for sure.
For sure. Well, thank you, Dino, for coming on. I appreciate you.
Alrighty, thank you very much. I'll probably be lurking in your stream. I gotta go fucking lay down. These sleeping pills are still fucking me up.
All right, man. Well, you take care.
Alrighty.
Have a good one.
Good rest of your night,
Yep.
man.
Later.
It was nice talking to you.
Alrighty, y'all. So we're moving on to the most basically what's recent, what's been going on around the world here. Most recently we have where is it? Segment 1, World News, Diplomacy or Disaster. Iran peace deal. Is the drama finally cooling down? So let's look at this. I've, heard about this. A lot of people have a bunch of different takes on what this means. Let's see if we can find this.
Why is she popping up on my ex?
This is from, no, that's not. Let's see if I can find.
Oh no, just
Okay. It's weird how this same thing is being worded differently. Alright, so Bowen, Iran deal ends Trump's war that revealed limit of US dominance. So the war has been President Donald Trump's worst foreign policy blunder so far. It makes it harder for the United States to deter its enemies. It has damaged its allies with oil-producing Arab monarchies of the Gulf, whose business model as islands of stability in the turbulence of the Middle East will take years to repair. Privately, their officials already talk about diversifying their allegiances and about the necessity of finding ways to live alongside Iran. Its neighbor across the water, China, will have been watching closely as the United States burned through hard-to-replace stocks of weapons and came up against the limits of its power. Basically, kind of insinuating that we're not as strong as we think, which I kind of feel like we already knew that. The lack of details about the purported agreement to end the war with Iran, touted as the Great Deal by President Donald Trump, has drawn criticism from people on both sides of the political aisle as the outcome of several critical issues like Iran's nuclear program and potential sanctions relief remained unclear. Earlier on Sunday, Trump announced the deal with Iran was now complete, which would result in the Strait of Hormuz reopening immediately as the president declared, "Let the oil flow." Trump clarified the Great Deal would be signed and Hormuz would be open on Friday to allow time for mine removal. The statement from the Iranian side was more guarded, noting that the country had reached a memorandum of understanding with the U.S. after months long of difficult negotiations. So after fucking the girls were fighting for months, they finally came to an agreement. And I'm hoping that this means lower gas prices. Any opinions on this?
Eh.
I'm glad it's over, honestly, because we can somewhat.
Why does it sound like a front?
That's what
Yeah,
I feel. I was gonna say it sounds like
I
it's fake.
Why does it sound like a front? Like to me, it sounds like it. They're just saying this for right now. For just for it to blow over. But I feel like you know,
uh,
I feel like there's something else behind the scenes.
there definitely is. We're not. I don't think we got the full story. We just got basically, this shit. They're like,
Like
hey,
I'm I'm not 100%. I'm just making assumptions. I'm
Yeah.
assuming,
Let's see.
but don't take it with a grain of salt. But I'm happy that there's ceasefire and all this shit, but I feel like there's a reason why they're doing it. Like it's not the main reason though.
oh,
So
definitely
here's
not.
some extra context. Apparently, this is only for 60 days. The U.S. and Iran have paused immediate hostilities. The agreement would extend to ceasefire for 60 days to create a framework for future negotiations. So this is still up in the air. The war's not necessarily over. However, some places are painting it to be like the war is over. That's why I also feel like you're right. Like it's a front for something else. Because apparently the nuclear
Like,
standoff is still unresolved. So they're still fighting over who has nuclear weapons. Still.
yeah.
Which again, I feel like is still it's a conspiracy that just keeps going on for no reason.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh yeah, apparently. Okay, so there's a lot of rumors going on about Oliver Tree's death. Oliver Tree's death is not debunked. It is a tragic reality. The genre-defying musician and internet personality died at the age of 32 in a helicopter crash in Rio de
Yeah,
Janeiro, Brazil.
that died in the helicopter crash. I was about to bring that up. That's who I was trying to think of too.
Yeah. So let me pull up page 6.
Hold
So June 14th around 2:17 p.m. this article gets posted. Singer Oliver Tree dead at 32 following tragic helicopter crash. That looks terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, look. That's crazy. It's still so surreal for me that we lost him. Like he was so young. He's 32. Literally close to my age. Apparently, he's known for his popular song "Life Goes On and Miss You." Singer born Oliver Tree Nickel was identified as one of the 6 casualties involved in Sunday's helicopter crash in Rio dos wait, Ban, Bandeiradas, Bandeirantes, Bandeirantes, in the southwest zone of Rio de Janeiro, reports CNN. The other victims include passengers Lucas Vignali, Gaspar Prim, also known as Argentinian YouTuber Gaspi. I've been seeing posts about Gaspi as well. I didn't realize that that's who that was. Lucas Brito Chavez and pilots Alexandre Souza and Charles Marcelek. Um, so this was a picture of him performing in Italy back in 2023. These are the pictures. That crash looks horrendous.
I'm so tired of these aircraft fucking crashes.
Like seriously, it's scary though. A helicopter. Look at like this metal is melted there, like mutilated. Like look at these cars. That's fucking crazy.
Fucking 3,000 fucking degree fire. Probably even hotter. Fucking oh.
2 helicopters collided in the air early Sunday morning while flying over an electric vehicle yard. At least 20 cars were set on fire from the collision after being hit at the crash site. Holy shit. I was wondering like why there were so many cars there.
Why does this sound familiar to another fucking helicopter crash?
What other one?
I remember there was another one a while back, but I don't think it was a helicopter colliding with like a
Oh,
plane.
it was yeah, it was a helicopter, like a normal helicopter, and then
Yeah,
it was oh my god, it was like a
What you
jet,
think of
but a
that?
military jet or some
I think
Oh,
it
shit.
was
I
like
know what you're talking about.
It
yeah,
was
like
like
I was like,
a
why does this remind
but
me of
what's the word?
I think it
Incognito
happened at
jet?
night
Yeah.
because they couldn't see I guess the something they couldn't see each other, and it.
What topic we on? We are on segment 2,
that?
Oliver Tree's death. We're just kind of going through some of the rumors. So the event was like I said, the collision midair, and then the casualties were the 6 people. We went over that. The investigation. Brazilian civil police and National Civil Aviation Agency launched a full investigation to determine the exact cause of the collision. The conspiracy theories. Because Tree frequently used absurdist humor, fake retirements, and trolling to promote his art, some fans heavily scrutinized his past content looking for clues or conspiracy. Chilling foreshadowing. Oh, you already know how this is. Netizens heavily circulated previous music videos and interviews that has touched on themes of mortality. Do you guys remember On and On, where he dies? Remember, like, he's swinging from the fucking chandelier and then he dies and the music stops?
Yeah.
Okay, so like people have been referencing that, saying like he foreshadowed his death, which I'm like, okay, like, okay. That I think was just a
That,
one-off
that
thing.
that's a big speculation
That's a
and
huge
maybe a
stretch.
huge. Yeah, that's like a huge fucking speculation.
Yeah.
Like to me, I think like I feel like this was just like a horrible coincidence. This is a
Yeah.
horrible coincidence.
Speaking of death, there was one that I didn't add on the list, but it's one that's close to us. Basically, there was one. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because I wasn't planning on adding it until the next one. But Priscilla sent me this video because she had told me this crazy story that like happened close to her, like in her town, and
Yeah.
I thought it was insane, and I wanted to just kind of briefly watch this video kind of covering it. It happened 6 days ago. And this is just a domestic thing gone wrong, like just really really sad. Cafe owner killed in domestic incident, Winchester police. Let me hold on, I can't hear it. There we go.
Now, investigators are trying to piece together what happened behind closed doors. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Tim Lammers.
And I'm Annette Montgomery. Now, police made that discovery inside a home on Oak Street in Winchester. And Fox 61's Alicia Hercules is live there tonight
She's
with
Betty.
what we know so far and how neighbors are now reacting. Alicia.
This is scary to think about. Imagine.
And that as of right now, police say they believe this was a domestic violence related incident. The neighbors I spoke with say they're stunned after hearing about what happened.
I was up all night, and you don't think something like this is going to happen.
Willow Fox, a neighbor of 17 years, says she was shocked to learn
17
what happened.
years is crazy.
It's heartbreaking what has happened.
Chris Succi, the chief of the Winchester Police Department, says the call came in at around 10 o'clock Monday night.
A family member went to their home, and when they entered the home, they discovered there was blood inside.
When
Oh my
police arrived,
God.
they found 54-year-old Carrie Stetson dead and 67-year-old Leon Stetson seriously hurt. Leon Stetson was taken to an area hospital via Lifestar helicopter.
Just imagine you're going to check on your grandmother or your auntie or your sister or someone dear to you, right? And you open the door and there's just blood everywhere. Like, what the fuck? Like, how the hell are you supposed to react? That is absolutely fucking insane.
Court records show 2 protective orders against Leon Stetson in April. The details of the protective orders were unavailable. Carrie was also the owner of Railway Cafe in Winstead. Throughout the day, family and friends gathered at the cafe to leave flowers at a small memorial there.
So sad.
Several local businesses in the community also gave their condolences to Carrie Stetson and her family on social media. Chief Succi says he served with Carrie on several local boards. He described her as a pillar of the community.
Carrie Stetson and her family mean so much to this community. They're immersed in our community, and it's a tremendous loss for our community.
Fox says she practically grew up with the Stetson family.
She was like the neighborhood mama.
She says Carrie will truly be missed.
Imagine. That is sad when the whole town knows you for being the caring person. It almost reminds me, y'all ever watch that movie like Four Brothers with you know what I'm talking about, and like how their mom, was known in the community for that. That's what that reminds me of. It's really sad. That is really sad. Shout out to her family and hope they're healing, and my condolences. That's very, very terrible. She was the mama of the town. It was her daughter who found her. That's so sad. It is like insane, incomprehensible. I couldn't even imagine going through something like that. I hope that they can get through this, and again, my heart goes out to the family. All right, we are moving on to our next. Should be up at 2 a.m. baking cinnamon rolls. Oh, I bet the whole neighborhood smells so good. Oh God. Okay, so we're jumping on to the next thing. The cousin lover story. Brother, when I first heard about this, I don't, but sad story I came back to. Yeah, it was one that Priscilla wanted me to. Well, I asked her permission to share on here because, when she told me, I was like, this is insane. Like, it brings so much attention to it, because it's just fucking crazy. But yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Tachi. It's okay. Um, where, what is the girl's name? Do you remember? I can't find it.
I don't remember.
Girl apologizes. Kathlina. I found it. Complex Magazine covered this. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god, do you guys want to watch the video? I actually didn't watch it because I just couldn't look at her face because I was like, ew. The fact that you, like, are having to make this video. Pre-warning. That's incest, right? Yeah. I guess trigger warning, like incest, just grossness. Uh, this is a really weird story. I'm sorry if it's disturbing, but we briefly covered this, I feel like, a while back, but we didn't get into it because it's just weird. But we're gonna watch the Twitch streamer that posted a 12-minute YouTube video responding to Kenneth Odigbo's viral expose admitting to infidelity while leveling serious allegations against him.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened.
Yes, Turok.
First and foremost,
with her cousin.
I'm going to start off by taking full accountability for what I did.
Full accountability for what I did. Girl, what?
I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex.
This is not giving sorry at all. I don't know about you guys, and I know she just started, we're only 19 seconds in, but body language, she's sighing a lot. Like, ugh, I gotta do this fucking video. Like, ugh, here we go. Like, you're not sorry. You just sorry you got caught.
I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to
She's so sorry that she did her hair real cute and got full glammed.
own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for my...
She said in doing that, and it cut. So I don't know what happened there with the editing, but it did cut.
Myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong. I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to...
It's never an apology if you feel like you need to clear your name. We need to normalize separating those two. Stop being a lazy piece of shit and separate it into 2 videos. You feel me? Like, apologize in one video and make a separate video saying, here's a follow-up video clearing my name so you don't get it confused. I made my apology video. Here's a separate video explaining why I want to blah, blah, blah. Which, in this case, girl, there is no explaining yourself. You're gross. Anyways.
clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note.
Yeah, Priscilla, I agree.
I did not have any involvement
Honestly,
in
yeah,
creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear.
Agreed,
I did not
yeah.
have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship.
What? I thought the whole premise was her being caught. fucking? I guess she's saying, I did not have sexual relations. Your Honor, the potato is a lie.
There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make.
This isn't even sincere. She keeps looking down and like not
You
even
heard what she
kissing.
said? I wasn't cheating my whole relationship. I was only cheating recently. Like, what? It's all cheating.
Bitch, shut up!
I wasn't even cheating the whole time, guys. I was only cheating for a week. Like, what are you saying?
Bitch, that's like me saying I wasn't putting hands on them.
I just slapped them.
Like I just kicked them in the stomach.
She's doing the Bill
What
Clinton
a-
special.
Better, but
You better stop before you get me banned.
I think it's important that I share my truth because of
People are
the
dumb.
insane
I can't
amount of lies.
deal with the people.
Bruh,
Just,
do you think that James Charles makes her look good?
no, nothing can make James Charles look good.
Damn, not even the cousin fucker is crazy.
That are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. Hold
on. Wait, whoa. Am I missing something here? So they cosplayed fucking each other and he pretended to be her cousin and then she actually cheated with her cousin? Is that what I'm understanding? Am I missing something? What the hell did she even just say there? Excuse me? We're gonna read the article. Let me be nice and
the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions. The thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else.
This part I do believe because she's getting emotional about it. So I do kind of believe that, and that sucks that people would use that for content. That really does suck, and I'm sorry to her for that. Granted, yes, everything she did was wrong. But, like, suicide is never, like, okay to me, you know. Like I said earlier when we were talking to Dinah, I was like, yeah, we joke about it amongst ourselves. We all had our own, like, experiences with it. We're okay with it. You know, we've kind of come to terms with our own trauma with it. But, like, this is also crazy as fuck. Yeah, no, Tarok, I'm also very confused. But, like, this part, I will side with her on. It's never okay for another YouTuber or creator to make fun of something like this and, create a rumor off it.
I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle
that's
that
not
much
cool.
harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment.
That part I will believe because, as you all know from my own personal experience with, brother, fucking honky tonk and shit. Yeah, when you're in love with somebody, you will literally believe anything they say, and like they could do wrong by you, and you're gonna believe that. That part I do believe her on for sure.
And I
Love is
stayed
blind.
because it was all that I knew. He was my first
Yeah, I
boyfriend.
would like if
He
you
was
could
my
find me
first
the video, I
everything,
would definitely like
and
to
I met him when I was
watch
18,
that.
just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Sorry.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things,
Is she Latina?
he would rip wires.
What is she?
In the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem.
She sound like me when I'm mad.
There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not.
If she is about to make the allegations that he essayed her, but yeah, I was gonna say I don't like to, diagnose people, but Trisha also did the same thing, and look what happened. So, I'm not saying we all gotta accuse everybody of being this, but we're not gonna watch the whole thing. This just sounds like a Tarak and nothing burger. So anyway, she put this, and then I guess he accused her of cheating on him with her blood cousin. 12-minute YouTube video entitled "My Truth." Accept responsibility for actions while also making allegations, which she described as an abusive relationship. Put the video in GyatGang group chat. Okay, thank you. Let me pull that up real quick. All right, cool beans. We'll go back to the article in a second, but we gotta get both sides.
Catalina, there's no way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently, Kat has dropped a video titled "My Truth." But the whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name, bruh. Hell nah. Alright, so the demon has dropped the video "My Truth." For whatever fucking reason, it has 2.8 thousand likes. Y'all niggas are sick in the head. Y'all niggas really let yourself get manipulated by this demon, bro. By this fucking demon. Let's get into it.
Bro, he is pissed because he keeps calling her a demon. I don't even call Chester a demon. And I hate that motherfucker. Like, I hate him with a passion. Literally despise him, would not care if he died tomorrow. Like, literally hate him so much. Even I don't call him a demon. Like, damn.
Hello, everyone.
And that motherfucker put me through some shit.
I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off.
I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's cock in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay, because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your fucking YouTube manager.
Oh, Tarak, you know how you mentioned that this... Oh man, Tarak called it out. Oh my god, he literally called it. She's probably gonna go to save her image since that's all that's left for real. She literally hired a PR fucking agent. Tarak, you literally called it, brother. You literally called it. You saved the image, hello? He is literally exposing that she hired a PR agent. Brother. Oh my god.
Told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from this shit, bruh. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin.
You are so wrong for that, Tarak. That's so funny. Is that the real cat voice?
I'm innocent. I didn't do shit. But
nah, it's his cousin.
You know what? I'm gonna watch the video and hear what you gotta say.
As it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around.
Okay, all right, yeah, we get that.
Help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me.
Okay.
To farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing.
It was a shared note, bro, on Apple phone.
His crash outs are kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Phones. You share a note with somebody. You collaborate on a note. Both people. You have to literally like damn near like accept that shit. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that shit was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid.
In anyway, it was only shared to
Damn.
me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have.
He's debunking everything in this video that we just watched from her. That's crazy.
Any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false.
Hey, first of all, hold on. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally admitting, confessing your love for your cousin.
But back when I was like, I don't even know the age to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin.
L story, yep, get
we
to the
kind of had
point.
a thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so.
What? Yo. How self-incriminating can you get? Yo, pack it up. We're moving on to the next topic. I don't even gotta watch this 30-minute fucking video expose. Brother, that clip told me everything we need to know. Anyways, that bitch really was just like, back when I was a kid, me and my cousin had a thing. At that point, let me keep that comment to myself. We're gonna move on. I just got back from the Twitch show. Yo, quick Google says she's Japanese, black and white. Hiya. Fuck. Oh my god, brother. Oh, wait, next is Raze. This is your topic, the Nintendo shit.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull up the article and you read from it and me send it to you, or you have an article already?
I have an article.
Alright, pull it up. Is it the IGN one?
No, it's from VGC.
Can you...
I got you.
Yeah, send it to me so I can pull it up so they can see it.
Control all copy.
Tarog, it was one-sided. No, it was not. No, definitely, like, no. Your ex just exposed the shit out of you, brother. You wanna know what's crazy? Think about all the allegations I've made towards my ex. You know why he's never come online to debunk me? There's a reason. Exactly. Like, when shit is true, people don't debunk you. You know? Moving on. Power World lawsuit. I got it pulled up. Are you gonna read from this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one I have up.
Okay.
Our lawsuit near end with Nintendo reportedly posed to gain almost nothing. So, pretty much, our world and fucking Nintendo are finally coming to an end with their fucking lawsuit.
How many
and
years
it looks
has it been?
like been like maybe a year or two, I think. Maybe, I don't fucking know. And it looks like Power World is kind of like they're gonna lose money, but it's really not that much. Like, they're not losing shit.
They're making it.
So like it's kind of well, no, they're not even like they have to pay Nintendo for damages, and like let's get into the article because it's really stupid. It's so fucking.
Turok says 3
like,
years.
Nintendo, is it 3 years? Yeah, I
That's
don't know how long it's
crazy.
been, but it's really fucking petty.
All right.
So Nintendo is reportedly likely to come away with very little, if anything, when its lawsuit against Palworld developer Pocket Pair concludes later this year. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company filed a lawsuit against Pocket Pair in Japan in 2024. So yeah, it's been 2 years, about 2 years now.
Yeah, wow.
Alleging that Palworld infringed on 3 patents related to monster catching gameplay, all of which were initially filed by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company after Palworld's initial release. Initially, Nintendo and TPC called for an injunction against Palworld that would block its release. In response, last summer, Pocket Pair confirmed that it has made significant changes to the game due to the patents, such as removing the ability to summon pals via pal spheres, which limited the scope of the lawsuit not just to Japanese market but also the older versions of the game. As reported by Game Fray, both parties appear to have submitted their evidence to the court presentation. Oh, evidence and court presentation is planned for October 1st. I read too fast in my head.
Me too.
My bad.
Me too. You're good.
With opinions expressed by November 9th.
Wow, later this year.
Yeah. However, because Nintendo and TPC amended their scope of their claims so that the case is limited to older versions of Palworld before Pocket Pair made changes restricted to sales only in Japan, they were in line for limited damage for nothing at all. So pretty much, they're trying to claim, they're trying to sue them for their the shit before, like their early access shit. They're trying to sue them for their early access shit after they've changed the patent, after they complained.
Yeah. Which is
So
probably
I
what
think
saved
it's
them.
wild. So fucking petty. So fucking petty.
The whole thing was petty, yeah. Unnecessary.
Even if, which is far from a given, Nintendo overall overcame all of those unusual hurdles defending its patent against Pocket Pair's invalidity contentions.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Word. Proving infringement and ultimately proving that any damage that was caused by alleged infringement. The most it would get is Japanese, well, pretty much 5 million Japanese yen, which is an equivalent to 30K in US dollars.
Oh, wow. So nothing.
Yeah. Like I said, like, they still have to pay out, but it's chump change.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And pretty much it's literally much just talking about, like, how, you know, they're trying to do this all because, you know, they're about to put out their 1.0. Like, they're just talking about their 1.0.
That's so funny of the timing. I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, of course you're trying to Nintendo's trying to get in Palworld's pockets with this new.
Pretty much that. They're just trying to push this shit because they're finally releasing like their full game, and you know they're just trying to get what they can as you know as soon as they can before it comes out.
So
it's gonna come out before it fucking even settles.
Honestly, I think the Palworld will come out on top because people can see through the bullshit.
Honestly, I just feel like that was really petty going for the fucking early fucking bullshit. Like, you're really gonna really sue them, even though they already changed the shit, and you're like, no, that's still not good enough. We're still gonna sue you for your early shit. Like, bro, don't you guys
literally
you guys
just
are,
to
like,
get pennies?
You guys are a multi-trillion fucking company. Like, are you serious?
Leave that part.
Like, leave Palworld alone. They're just trying to fucking make it their fucking leeway into the world. Like, give them a chance, bro. You guys have been in the monster catching business for decades. Like,
yeah.
Give somebody.
So moving on to something more positive, Code Lyoko Season 5 is a real thing. After 19 years, the original creative team is officially writing the true continuation of the classic 2D to 3D animation series. The big sequel news, the head writer Sophie DeCroce, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that, the director Jerome Muscadet are back, along with co-creators Tonia Palumbo and Thomas Romain. The pitch is being developed as a proper continuation, picking up the story from a few years after the original 2007 series finale, which, guys, if you're, like, young and you are like, what the fuck is this? I don't know and I don't care. Girl, go educate yourself. Go watch the old
So
Code Lyoko show.
let me explain to you guys in 3 words what this is. This is early age isekai.
I loved it. It was
It
great.
it was pretty much like if people ever watched anime like Dot Hack, it's kind of like that,
Yeah.
but less like video game esque.
So apparently, if you wanted to catch up, which I love that this is included, it says if you want to relive the adventures of Jeremy, Ulrich, Yumi, Odd, and Alita, the original 95 episodes are available to stream for free on the official Code Lyoko YouTube channel, which is fucking amazing. And honestly, I would be so down to watch in Discord, and we will record those sessions, and I will add that to my members only on my website if you guys are interested. That would be fucking
And I'll be singing the opening song every fucking time it
Dude,
plays.
tomorrow before I start stream, I'm gonna play the Code Lyoko theme song.
Such a good song.
I fucking
That also was a bop. That was also a bop for no fucking reason as a kid.
Right. Go, go, go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god, so this next one is crazy. Like, Japanese people are so over IRL streamers, and honestly, I do not blame them. So apparently, let's see if I can pull up the threads. Japanese authorities and shopkeepers are pushing back against disrespectful IRL content creators like Oblivion, a young American broadcaster who recently caused a scene in a convenience store, which I feel like they're just trying to recreate the Johnny Somali bullshit. I don't understand why more people are trying to behave like him. Like, just please stop. Like, mind your fucking manners, you know?
Like, with me, I don't understand how you're gonna be an IRL fucking streamer, but not have any common decency or respect, especially when you're visiting another fucking nation or country.
Yeah.
Like were you raised by animals? Like, were you raised in a barn? Like, what the fuck,
That
bro? Like,
part.
do you not have any common decency? Like,
Literally.
it's like it's baffling. Like it's like, how would you feel if somebody from another country came here to America and acted a fool?
No, they
You wouldn't
immediately tell
appreciate
them
it.
about themselves, yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't appreciate it, and you know, it's just wild to me how people can behave like this and then be like, oh, why am I fucking the why am I the victim? Why am I what? Da, da, da.
That
And I'm
part.
like, bitch, because you made yourself the problem. I don't know.
So Japan's patience with disrespectful IRL content creators appears to be running thin. A recent incident involving a young American broadcaster known as Oblivion has illustrated exactly why. Oblivion, who's not yet 20 years old, but built his following across TikTok, Kick, and YouTube through a mix of self-deprecating humor, boxing appearances, and increasingly controversial public behavior. With over 300k followers on Kick, more than 1 million on TikTok, he already made headlines for speeding on camera, getting swatted, and being removed from Disney property before the Japan situation got worse. While visiting Japan alongside boxer Ryan Garcia, Oblivion walked into the convenience store near Chrome Heart's location and began filming despite a invisible no filming sign posted at the entrance. So, once again, you're entitled. Like, you're just doing what you're not supposed to do, and you're getting mad farming a reaction. Like, it's so stupid. These people are like, well, what did I do? It's like, no.
I hate these children who become content creators over this type of fucking content. It
I
disgusts me.
hate it. I hate it so much.
It disgusts me so much. Like, people who do that shit.
What's
like,
that baby face looking motherfucker that does that shit? I hate him. Oh my god. I can't remember his name. He's so irrelevant. I haven't even like seen his name in the headlines in forever. Jack something. That little.
I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Like, I don't even follow those type of creators because they just fucking.
I can't
I don't even want them
remember
in my algorithm.
the flip cup guy. I don't
even remember what.
But you know who I'm talking about. Him,
No, I
Johnny
don't know.
Somali, all the motherfuckers is basically like they're like them. But the shopkeeper wasted no time physically. Oh, Jack Doherty, thank you. Yes, Jack fucking Doherty. Yeah, him and Johnny Somali, both of them are just like this. Like, that's where they get it from. The shopkeeper wasted no time physically blocking the camera, forcing Oblivion and his cameraman almost out immediately. Language barrier made the situation more tense, repeatedly shouting chill, and he demanded they stop filming and to delete the footage. Rather than simply leaving, The shopkeeper called the police and kept a close watch on the group. When the officers arrived, they showed the no footage had been saved to the camera. Police did not fully grasp that the entire encounter was being broadcasted live, meaning nothing was stored locally on the device. Oblivion confirmed no clips were saved, which technically was true, yet the full incident remained viewable on his Kick channel long after the fact. It's like a VOD. And so the confrontation drew widespread comparisons to Johnny Somali, like I just said, another IRL broadcaster currently appealing a prison labor sentence in South Korea following a pattern of disrespectful behavior abroad. Oblivion's own community then flagged another concern from the same trip. Gambling in most forms is illegal in Japan. Yeah, guys, you can't, just because Kick is like, oh, if you're going to stream on my platform, you have to gamble. That's not an excuse to go over there and stream while you're live on that site knowing damn well it's not allowed. You literally do shit like this and then act like the victim when you're caught, and that's why people are fucking sick and tired of this kind of conduct.
And then you wonder why fucking other countries are just sick of fucking us in general. Because of the way fucking
Not only that, like you're a bad representation of Americans. Like you make us look worse than we already fucking do. Like, but of course they're kids, so they don't think about, you know, the consequences and how this affects others. They just think about themselves. Because that's all they care about.
They just want to make fucking content.
I need to form clips. I need to get the clip, bro. Bro, I need to get the clip. Screenshot circulated in the Discord warning him not to gamble on camera. Wow, so people were... Wow, imagine your community literally letting you know, like, hey, don't gamble, and you still go fuck around and do it. That's crazy. So your community was trying to save you, and you still chose to do this. Says a lot. So overall, I mean, it's deserved. You know, fuck around and find out. Literally.
Play stupid game, get stupid prizes.
That part. Literally that part. So the Charlie Kirk leak, that has been, like, circulating a lot. Apparently the White House is, like, losing their mind right now, and this guy put out a video about it, so we're gonna watch a little bit of it. Let me mute the other thing.
New York Times yesterday, and holy absolute shit, we have to dig into this. I want to issue a trigger warning up front in this video because we're going to be talking about a lot of sensitive topics, a lot of sensitive material that has been leaked, and a lot of the Epstein survivors' stories themselves. But the situation is...
Before I let the video play, let me share this so that you guys can watch it on your own. Since there is, like, a trigger warning on it, you know?
White House had to...
Yeah.
Turn it up just a bit. I got you. Hold on.
Situation room in order to try to quell the stories that were coming out
Can you hear
about
it?
Donald Trump and Epstein's joint adventures, to say the least. I also want to say that almost exactly one
You're
year
welcome.
ago to the date, on June 6th of 2025, Elon Musk was the one who effectively reopened the entire Epstein saga by tweeting this out. Time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made
I'm gonna
public.
mute because without
Have a
this
nice day, DJT, said Elon Musk almost a year ago to the day. About 2 months before this, Pam Bondi went on Fox News and said that she had the Epstein files sitting on her desk. So we now have a much more clear picture of the sequence of events that played out over the course of last summer as it pertains to the Epstein files. And holy shit, it is so much worse than we thought. As always, if you appreciate these videos on the Adam Mockler feed, make sure you drop a like to help boost the truth at a time when it feels like the algorithms are mainly pushing this right-wing lie slop. So we're going to continue to double down on the factual reporting, and Mockler Media is working on some really interesting shows and formats.
Definitely
coming
going
soon.
to
So
look up
subscribe
his
below.
information
And I just want
and
to start
share.
from the beginning. Elon Musk sent out this tweet. He was working in the administration at the time, gathering all of our Social Security Administration data, gathering all of our voter data, according to the reports, so you can safely assume that he had access to other data, other files. At the same time, the White House held a series of Situation Room meetings in which they tried to figure out how to stop these stories from spreading. These meetings included J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, Dan Bongino, Susie Wiles, Kash Patel, Some of them included the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche. Obviously, a few of these folks are gone now, especially Pam Bondi. But all hands were on deck to try to quell these stories. And the reports are, even administration officials were surprised at the fetishes that were revealed surrounding Donald Trump. I put a trigger warning at the beginning because Trump reportedly has a very weird nipple fetish that got kind of violent and odd. And this was revealed in emails between Virginia Giuffre.
I do remember something of that nature circulating when Virginia Giuffre's book had been released, and people were referencing how she came out about her experiences with him, and meeting Trump. And I remember Swoop also did a very good video. If you follow Swoop on YouTube, she did a very, very good video breaking that down a while back. If you want to go watch that, her and Stephanie Sue as well. But this is not unheard of. This is definitely something that's already known information.
Mar-a-Lago, and another reporter that had these emails saved and was then suing Jeffrey Epstein. Starting here, Vice President J.D. Vance took a seat at the head of the Situation Table in the John F. Kennedy conference room of the Situation Room complex. You know, there were other things going on at the time, global issues, domestic economic issues, so it doesn't make me feel that secure that during a time when Russia's invading Ukraine, during a time when Trump is ramping up these wars, they're using the Situation Room to talk about Donald Trump's alleged pedophilia. Lord have mercy. But Vice President J.D. Vance took a seat at the head of the Situation Room. The first meeting was called on July.
I think that's a good point to bring up. Remember how earlier, Reyes, you said, I feel like this is a cover-up, the war? That's what it's covering up. That's what it's covering up right here in front of our face, is Trump's involvement with the Epstein files. Again, stuff we already knew, but that is what it's trying to cover up, because what happened in January, remember? You know, the whole capturing of the fucking president and shit?
Yeah.
Venezuela and all that, and the war, whatever. Like, that was all to cover up the Epstein file dump. So it makes sense. It checks out. It keeps muting, I'm sorry.
In the evening, when Trump officials piled into the Situation Room, the secure bunker, in order to talk about this. We've seen this very same Situation Room when Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Hillary Clinton were able to take out Osama bin Laden in 2011. They were watching the raid that was taking out Osama bin Laden. So just think about the fall from grace that the Situation Room has had. From taking out Osama bin Laden to then covering up the pedophilia of the president. It's also very much so worth pointing out. The first Situation Room meeting happened on July 17th, only about a week and a half after Elon Musk sent out this tweet. So he really did reopen this wound for everybody. Vice President J.D. Vance took a seat at the head of the table in the John F. Kennedy conference room. Quote, "This is a huge problem," he told the group. Arrayed around him were the White House Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, the White House Counsel, David Warrington, the Press Secretary, Caroline Leavitt. We have Deputy Chief of Staff, Taylor Butowich. We have Stephen Chung, Todd Blanche, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel joined on speakerphone. They had multiple
Yeah.
podcast the next day and said, "I'm done talking about the files." I mean, for real. I want to show you this clip of Charlie Kirk just completely giving in to Donald Trump, but let me lay the groundwork very, very quickly. This reads, Trump lost it at Charlie Kirk for continuing to talk about Epstein. Kirk did not stop his Turning Point colleagues from discussing the files, much to Trump's dismay. Trump had called Kirk and scolded him for providing a venue for young people to slam Attorney General Pam Bondi. Kirk, by virtue of his position leading the youth Republican movement, could see that the Epstein files had become a divisive issue for young voters. He urged the White House to change course on the matter, but they would not relent. So J.D. Vance and Charlie Kirk, who are, I guess, younger than the rest of the administration, seem to understand the stakes and the optics here, but Trump was not shy in expressing his frustration. He reportedly told them that he was very unhappy with his famed supporters, raging against the likes of Kirk, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, and before I play this Charlie Kirk clip, it's also worth pointing out Marjorie Taylor Greene.
The American people's trust, as a matter of fact, we should consider them as, they should be considered traitors. They're traitors. The ones that refuse to release the Epstein files want to cover up for pedophiles and rapists and all sorts of disgusting things in these files. Those are the traitors to the American people, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
I mean, this report basically says it was the president who didn't want anything released. Are you saying that applies to the president himself?
I'm saying exactly that. He told me on the phone that his friends would get hurt, and that's why he's against releasing the Epstein files. And I think we've seen a lot of that dribble out. So yeah, it all matches. It completely.
Were you worried about your friends getting hurt when you were raping little kids? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Like, what are you talking about here? What the fuck? I hate rich people of power. What are you talking about? What, like, stop the lies. Stop all this shit. And I know this is an old clip, but like, I can't look at this without getting annoyed immediately with the way that they frame this. Like, oh, my friends would get hurt. What about the freaking victims? Like, what are you talking about, bruh?
What about the victims, their family?
Some of them that are no longer with us because they spoke out. Some that wrote a book about it. Oh, it keeps muting. I'm sorry. Every time I pause and unpause.
This report that is coming out, it totally, it all lines up.
I mean, it's pretty remarkable to hear you say that you think the president is a traitor.
What is remarkable to me is that this administration, people that we voted for, demanding transparency, the man that campaigned all over the country claiming that he would be the one to drain the swamp, is the very man that fought to keep the Epstein files from being released. And then he in turn called me the traitor because I fought to release the Epstein files. You know, many people have turned and said, oh, she's a Democrat now. I'm not a Democrat. Nothing changed about my views. I'm unapologetically America first. As a matter of fact, I've taken off the team.
Wow, I just want to put this into perspective. We now have more insight into the MAGA movement's fracturing. It was pretty obvious to anyone that was paying attention that Donald Trump was precisely targeting any Republicans who'd wanted to release the files. He primaried Thomas Massie. He tried to kick Nancy Mace out of politics. Marjorie Taylor Greene, he threatened her and her son. He called her Marjorie Traitor Greene. And then when Marjorie said, hey, my son is getting death threats and people are telling him that his mom's a traitor, Donald Trump said, good, you deserve it. Holy absolute deranged.
That is crazy to say that a person's child deserves death threats. What is wrong with you? What do you mean? Our father, art thou, Mr. Cheeto president himself? That's insane. He's worried about his friends getting hurt and then is in the same breath threatening her and her child. Is crazy. You know what's funny? All the people that had his flag up all quietly put them away. Oh, 100%. You notice you don't see that shit on the lawns no more? Isn't it crazy? Isn't that insane? This is the other part of the Charlie Kirk part.
After Donald Trump had called Kirk and scolded him, Charlie Kirk then on his show began to say, I'm done talking.
W still frame.
Honestly, just weakness.
Honestly, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands. I've said plenty this last weekend. So if you guys want to see my commentary on it, that's fine.
If anybody is skeptical about the reporting that Donald Trump called Kirk and yelled at him, it's so incredibly obvious. Kirk backed down from his previous coverage.
We are messengers here. We are relaying what we are hearing from your most loyal ultra MAGA supporters all the time. And it's not that people are saying, you know, they want to learn about Epstein because they have any suspicion of President Trump. No, we don't think, no one thinks you're involved in any way of that stuff whatsoever.
2 months later, Charlie Kirk was assassinated at Utah Valley University, and it's also worth pointing out Virginia Giuffre, one of the main accusers of Jeffrey Epstein, who was groomed out of Mar-a-Lago, killed herself 3 months into Trump's second term. Jeffrey Epstein...
Put that in perspective and do with that information what you will, because we're not going to watch the whole video. But I did share it in the chat. If you want to watch it on your own pace, it's 19 minutes. We've already watched 12. We got to keep it pushing because we already pushing on time. We might not get into all of these since we are running short. What was the one I said I wanted to end on? I don't remember. Oh, the Studio Ghibli thing, right?
Yeah. So.
So there's a Studio Ghibli
Oh yeah, the stupid.
store.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the article. Listen, this is cool as fuck. Okay, so it looks like the Studio Ghibli is opening its first official U.S. merchandise store in Donguri Republic in the Los Angeles area. This limited time pop-up features over 400 exclusive licensed items, a giant Totoro photo op, and immersive wood-inspired decor. And the location, I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. So it's going to be at the Del Amo Fashion Center, shop number 179, 3525 West Carson Street in Torrance, California, 90503, from June 23rd to December 31st of 2026. That's pretty awesome. So they're going to be there for a while. Store hours are 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. Sundays, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time.
Ooh, I hope we go up in that area when I go to Cali in August.
I was about to say, like, I was just about to bring that up. Like, aren't you going on vacation? I didn't know if that was like this year or not.
You know, in a couple months.
Well, look, so the special promotions, right? I would suggest going on Crunchyroll to see if there's any, like, codes or anything. But, like, there's an exclusive tote. Guests who spend over $100, or $100 or more in one visit will receive a limited edition Donguri Republic Los Angeles tote bag while supplies last. Ghibli Fest bookmarks. Fans attending eligible Studio Ghibli Fest 2026 movie screenings can receive exclusive film-style bookmarks with qualifying in-store purchases. So that is really, really, really cool. I think that is awesome. Let me see if there's any more information. Oh my god, look at the figurines. They're so cute. Little kitty. Oh my god, that is so cute.
Yo.
That is awesome.
That Spirited Away fucking cat little figurine.
Yeah, I was like wondering where it's from. Spirited Away. Little kitty's so cute. I think that's
No,
awesome.
I was talking about the little figurine underneath Totoro.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, the one with no face.
He's just chilling. Oh, it's a calendar thing. Look, you can put the date. That's so cute.
Oh,
That is adorable. I love that. Now I taught you say, I guess I'm visiting Cali. No, seriously, right? Well, guys, it is getting late, so I could just compile what we didn't cover into next episode because we did spend a little more time than usual with our guests, but it was awesome just having it. Shout out again to Dino. I have his stuff pinned on the top and I'll include it in the description box. The reason why I haven't been uploading on YouTube is because I'm still trying to reschedule my interview with Jordan K because I interviewed him and my audio was giving me issues and I didn't realize until I went to go upload the video that it was an issue. So I'm still trying to reconnect with Jordan, find a time that works for both of us so I can re-record my questions with him, get that uploaded, then upload the episode 30, and then I'll upload this episode as well. So shout out to all of you that were here in the live chat. Very active tonight. I appreciate you guys sharing the stream and the panel tonight. Shout out to Raze, Itachi. We had Justin as well in the chat. Dino as well. And Priscilla and Tarok for sharing their insights as well. Love you guys so much. I'm going to call it a night here. And if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, you can always post it in the Discord. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.